Hello. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're doing good. Welcome on in. Who have we got here though today? We've got a few of you. Hey everyone. We've got Arak. Hello. We've got Lee. How are you doing? We've got Lurker. Lovely to see you, and Jack as well. We've got Hyper and we've got Beer. How are you doing? And Mr. Sperry. Lovely to see you. I say Sophie was on. Joined. Went deaf from the base. Oh no, I'm sorry. Was that me? Is it too loud for you guys? I can change the audio settings, or was it on your end, Beer? I thought I had it okay because I kept the sound settings the same as my old setup, but please tell me if I've killed your ears with bass. I'm so sorry. I hope you're doing good though. Going full Girls Aloud, you can't speak French. Oh my god, I remember that song. I can't speak French, but I'll let the funky music do the talking now. That one, right? I used to love Girls Aloud. I think every girl in England, right, every British girl, some guys as well, but it's definitely like more of a girl-intended group, right? Loved Girls Aloud. I don't think anyone was like exempt from that. I really don't think so. Hey there, Eamon, how are you doing? I've also got a cookie as well. So strange seeing this model. You know what? I'm still nervous streaming with this model. I got so nervous about going live. I really was. And I think it's just because I'm still not used to it yet. And because I have made some tweaks to the tracking. Again, now GB. I made some tweaks to the tracking as well. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it won't be quite so sensitive this time around. I tweaked the eyes a little bit. I tweaked the mouth a little bit. We'll see how it goes. It's just going to be trial and error for a little bit. So I don't mind you guys pointing out if something's a tiny bit strange. I won't be offended. Because where my monitors are set up, I can't keep a constant eye on what my model's doing while I'm streaming. It's much more like I look at the VOD afterwards and see what looked a bit weird sort of thing. But we'll get there. Eating pizza and potato wedges. I had pizza for dinner. I had Pizza Hut. I had Pizza Hut for dinner and I've got leftovers for tomorrow's dinner. It was very nice. I've been in a pizza mood lately, just such a big pizza mood. As I call them, that feels wrong because I call them by the actual name and how they are prepared. You dock yourself, so they're potato wedges. Oh, what are the other names for potato wedges that kind of like locate where you're from? I've only ever heard potato wedges. I do hope I didn't kill anyone with the base. Please tell me. No one said it last time, so I'm hoping it's okay. What's wrong with Pizza Hut? I don't mind Pizza Hut. To be fair though, I don't know if Pizza Hut is different in different countries. Like, I don't go to Pizza Hut because it's gourmet pizza, you know what I mean? I just wanted cheesy, meaty, greasy pizza. And that's what I got. It looks awesome. Thank you, Hyper. I put your little Pizza Hut out of business during the lunch buffet. Well, because you ate so much pizza. I used to go to Domino's, but now I've kind of gone over to Pizza Hut and I haven't gone back to Domino's yet. Maybe I should try Domino's again at some point. If you don't have other options, then it's okay. That's fair. Costco pizza is nice. I'm not a Costco member. Though I could be a Costco member. I've just not got around to doing it. Because I think, at least in the UK, you have to be under certain professions to be able to get a Costco membership, I believe. But they used to have a Costco person come round to my work. So I must be able to get one. I don't know. But I've been to Costco before through a relative because they have a membership. So I have dabbled in a little bit of Costco. I'd like to go back there. It's kind of like an adventure to go to Costco, isn't it? I don't know why. It just feels like an adventure when you go there. And I don't live very far away from one. So that's definitely something I should really consider. But really, I don't need to bulk buy many things. So it's not going to be much I need in bulk. But I know you can buy like singular stuff as well, can't you, in Costco? Costco is pretty awesome. It's a grand day out. Like IKEA. I love IKEA. I love IKEA. You know, I do have a position button for what I've got this screen on. Let me see if this works. There you go. I'm a bit more like zoomed in now. It actually looks like I'm standing on the floor rather than standing on the bed. Though if I'm over here, I could move more and be like I'm standing on the bed. I don't know. We'll keep it like this for now. It doesn't matter. Potato wedges, potato spears. I've never heard of that. Steak fries. So when I think steak fries, I just think of normal chips. I don't think of wedges. All of the names are names of potato wedges and are different means of cooking and seasoning, and each have a specific region. Right, I've never heard of that. I have never heard of that at all. In the US, anyone could be a member. Yeah, let me Google this. I mean, I know Costco's a much bigger thing in America, but we do have a few of them around. Costco membership UK. Membership information. I'm guessing it would be. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure it used to be. It might not be a thing anymore, to be honest. I did always think it was kind of weird that they would limit who could register to Costco. So that could very much be something I've just completely made up. I have no idea. I don't know. I looked at it so long ago. I've got no stinking clue. I could just start going off on a complete tangent looking into Costco. I'm not going to do it. I swear. You love going to IKEA and getting yelled at for finding your favourite showroom and pretending you live there for the day. Poor underpaid IKEA worker just there saying you're not supposed to get into the bed, sir. It's the same as the toilets, isn't it? The toilets are like all sealed, so you can't open the toilets. And it makes me worried about if people have actually tried to use those toilets in the bathroom kind of showrooms. And I end up kind of split on the matter. On one hand, I'm a bit like, yeah, someone probably has, but on the other hand, I really hope no one has. I really hope no one has. Oh, I don't know. Wasn't there that person who filmed an entire drama series in IKEA without the staff knowing? Wasn't that a thing? I paid $10.99 for the best cheese and pepperoni pizza you've ever had. It's like 16 inches. At work, we had like a bunch of pizzas once for like a celebration for something, and they were Costco pizzas. And they were very, very nice. I really did enjoy them. But a Costco isn't quite so easy to get to compared to Pizza Hut coming to me. I'm sure nobody has. I'm sure. I'm sure someone did. Costco does have a business premium membership. Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking about. Maybe. That sounds about right. Yeah, because I thought it was like a very weird business model to like limit who could sign up. Fair enough with like the business side of things. But like just day-to-day people, why would you turn around to someone and say, no, you cannot give us your money. We don't want you giving us your money. Like, how does that work as a business model? I don't know. The answer is yes, just depends on age and level of inebriation. I mean, I kind of think it doesn't fully depend on that, unfortunately. That definitely helps. That definitely provides reasoning. You're ordering Pizza Hut now. I always get custom. I always get a custom pizza, and then I get the normal like crust with the garlic kind of sprinklings on it, and then I get tomato base, normal cheese, and then I get double bacon, and then the what's it called? The cup and crisp pepperoni, and then I get the triple cheese blend because I need more cheese. And that's normally what I order. And I always get a large one because then I can have half of it for dinner with the garlic dip, because of course, and I always get 2 garlic dips because I have one garlic dip when I have it when it arrives, and then the other half goes in the fridge along with the other garlic dip, and then the next day I reheat it in the air fryer and have more pizza with garlic dip. So it lasts me for 2 meals. So tomorrow's dinner is sorted, which is good because I never know what I want for dinner. So I don't need to worry about it tomorrow. I've just got pizza waiting for me. Though, the pizza does always stink out my little fridge. Not for very long though, because I have one of those gel things that like absorb the smells, which I need to replace. It's getting low. I do have a spare one. So it doesn't last for long. Like once the pizza's out of there, it doesn't smell anymore. But for that whole like next day, when I'm going into the fridge to like get my lunch and whatnot, it's just smells of pizza. Just stinks of pizza in my fridge. And as lovely as pizza smells, it doesn't smell quite so good when it's cold in your fridge. You know what I mean? Meat Feast is a good choice though. And they actually make 1% profit overall. They basically make all of their money on membership fees. So that makes sense. I mean, I guess they're able to do the prices they do because people pay to be able to come in to take advantage of those prices. Kind of like a give and take situation. Like we will give you cheaper prices with smaller profit margins, but you need to pay for the privilege sort of thing. It's an interesting business model, isn't it? Let me take a quick sip of my water. Give me a second. So, I was mentioning on Twitter that my throat is feeling very funny today. I might be getting a cough. I hope I'm not, because I did get this feeling last week and nothing came of it, and I've been fine for a few days, but now it's come back. So I apologise for any like little coughs or anything like that. If I need to do a big one, I'll mute like I always do. And I've got 2 glasses of water, so I'm specially ready for hydration, because I thought I'm going to go through 1 glass far too quickly. So I've got 2 glasses and I'm going to end up needing to pee, but it's a price worth paying. So if I need to scurry off, I'll do like a BRB and then quickly scurry off. Which is why employees don't get a discount. They do almost all have... They have gyms in Costco, what for the employees? I mean, it's kind of a shame they don't get a discount, but I guess it makes sense, right? I guess it makes sense. I remember seeing an interesting video about Costco's business strategy. Yeah, give it a share if you find it again. That's interesting. I do find videos like that quite fun to watch. I was watching one about the Toys R Us Times Square location today. I've watched it before, but it was a long time ago and it came up on my recommended again, so I watched it again. Sometimes they're just dead interesting to have on in the background, aren't they? In the US, their rotisserie chickens are $5, which is a way below cost. They refuse to raise the prices. Isn't it the same with their hot dogs? I don't know if they've risen the prices now, but weren't their hot dogs like super duper cheap or something? I'm not a fan of hot dogs personally, but if you like a hot dog, you can't say no. Weren't they, yeah, $1.50 or something. Are they still $1.50? That's impressive. That's impressive. Employee benefits. I never realised. I wonder if the UK ones do that as well. I wonder. Our showroom's got to clean those messes, but it's not as bad as public restrooms in America. I've even told a manager I would rather be fired than clean the bathroom because we have elderly gents. Oh no! Yeah, I couldn't clean public bathrooms. People who do that, credit to you. You have a stronger constitution than me, but also some people just need to do what they need to do. I don't think I could. I'm very sensitive to smells. I think I've said this before on stream. I'm very sensitive to smells. I really struggle with certain smells. Even like the most like unassuming smells, I'll just be like, huh. I've always been that way, that I get very sensitive to those sort of things. Which can be very frustrating sometimes. You're trying to just do normal chores and like the smell of things, like changing the bins, for example. Oh, I struggle with that so much. I really do. Because I just can't handle it. I can't handle the smell. But I've got to do it. I'm a big girl. I've got to put on my big girl skirt and empty my bins. And I do it. I'm a big girl. But I don't enjoy it. The owner was quoted as saying, "I'll effing kill you if you change the price of your hot dog. Figure it out." Oh my god, really? That's crazy. So they bought 3 massive hot dog manufacturing plants so they could afford it. Oh my god. I need to watch some videos about Costco. Clearly, I need to watch some videos about Costco. I just want to go Costco now. I'm going to get myself a membership. I'm going to do it. You used all your bits throwing things at me. That's what you get, Lurker. You used all your bits and now you can't do the you did it sound. Okay, I've gone so off the rails today already. Can you tell I'm still a bit nervous? I get so like hyperactive when I'm nervous. It's fine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's fine. And I can see Lee's redeemed it. Is it going to work? It should work. There it is. There it is. I did do it. Similar to Sam's Club, where you can get 2 slices of pizza and a drink for $2.50. So Sam's Club. I've heard of Sam's Club. Is Sam's Club like a similar idea to Costco? Because I've only heard of Sam's Club through the Good Mythical Kitchen videos where they kind of put different grocery stores like against each other to do a recipe. And that's where I first heard of Sam's Club. Very fun videos though. But owned by Walmart. Right. Okay, so they're Walmart Costco. I see. Interesting. Yeah, because I saw it in that video and I was like, I've never heard of Sam's Club before. It's not a thing over here. Or at least I don't think it is. I've never heard of one over here. Whereas Costco's do exist. We have Walmart technically because I believe Asda, which is a supermarket here, is or at least was part of Walmart. I don't know if it still is. So I guess Asda is like the UK Walmart, I suppose. Kind of-ish. Maybe? I don't know if they're still like under Walmart or anything like that. How are you doing, by the way, Greystone? Welcome on in. Yes, I need to get the business spiel out of the way, don't I? Because there is a business spiel to have today. Serious business spiel before we get into the game. So as you can tell from the title, we're in for a bit of a dating sim today, a bit of a visual novel. Because I know we all enjoyed that date with death. I know I really enjoyed it. Some of you guys seem to be really on board with it. But I did get this key for free. I have got an early access key because while this game came out late last year, the English localization isn't out for a couple more days. So I've got an early access key. I got it for free. With that, there are some kind of limitations on how far I can play through, etc, etc. But I don't know how much gameplay that's going to entail. So we'll find out. I was told up until the end of chapter 3, but I'm assuming once the game comes out in a couple of days, that probably won't be a thing anymore. That would make sense because anyone could then buy it and just play it all the way through. But I'm going to double check all of the legal jargon later on. But for now, got the game for free. It's an early access. We can go up to the end of chapter 3, however long that ends up being. If you do an exclamation point disclosure in the chat, it just tells you I got it for free, but I'm not going to fake opinions on it. But it also has like an affiliated link if you're interested in getting the game. Obviously though, if you're not, don't worry about it. We're all here just to have a good time. But they asked me to do it, so I've done it. I've got my link. It's all on there. And yeah, professional spill. Ta-da! I'm a professional streamer. I am looking forward to this though. It does look super cute. It does look super duper cute. But it seems to be set in like a fictional French kind of town, I suppose, which means there's probably going to be a lot of French language. I've already been trying to debate how I even pronounce the title of this game. I do not know French. As you guys know, I butcher the English language, let alone any other language. So that's going to be very interesting. But you're welcome to correct my pronunciation as we go through. I will try my best. The boys in this game are voice acted, but they're voice acted in Japanese, I believe. So how that'll go in terms of how much I read, I don't know. But we've got a lot of nice voices to listen to, so it's kind of going to be some ASMR, kind of comfy coziness. And yeah, I guess that's all of the stuff. We need to decide what boy we want to woo as well. So guys, this is like a collective effort. We've all got to choose our favourite boy. But I am looking forward to it. I was so glad you guys got along with the last dating sim because I do like playing them. Hey there, Anna. How are you doing? Hope you're doing good. But yeah, don't forget, exclamation point disclosure if you're curious. I feel very excited that I managed to get this kind of early access situation because it's a bit like, ooh, look at me kind of thing. It's exciting, isn't it? It's exciting. But let's pop on over. We're going to pop on over to the other screen. I need to turn the sound back on for this game because I did mute it so it didn't distract me. And then we can get into it and I can butcher all of the French language, make the French and the Canadians very angry with me. There's probably other countries that also speak French, but they're the main ones that come to mind. If Biggles comes in, I don't know if Biggles speaks French, but they might be offended. We will find out what happens. Like I said, I'll be sure to stay hydrated and I'm going to keep an eye on my throat and see how we do. But as of right now, I'm feeling all right. So fingers crossed, we'll be fine for the rest of the stream. So let's pop on over. Give me a second. Am I going to trust my Stream Deck buttons? Yes, I'm going to trust my Stream Deck buttons. Worst case scenario, we're going to end up on an old screen. Let's go. Hey! My buttons work. Let me turn this noise on. Let me know as well, obviously, if it's too loud, too quiet, anything like that. As we get further into the game, if it's too loud, too quiet, let me know. I can adjust things as needed as we go on through. And yeah, I guess the last thing is... Oh no, a bun bun. Cool, I was going to say, let's go back to my normal model. I'll be a bun bun instead. Sure, let's go for it. New game. New game. I have gone through the settings and I have changed some stuff. So I guess we'll need to see what it's like in terms of if it auto scrolls or if it's too fast or anything like that. Because I'm guessing we can amend... Thank you for the hydrate. I'm guessing we can amend the settings during the gameplay. There's also an autosave, which is good. Because I forget to save, so yay for autosave. Isn't this rabbit so expressive? Isn't it so cute? I could even go wait a second. I could even go I can nose twitch. Isn't it cute? It's so cute. I just found it over on Booth. I do really like it though. Right, new game. New game. Let me do that hydrate. Oh, we can change our name. So this is going to be us. I've done that hydrate. Oh, no, 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 no. Is it a clicky situation? Oh, it is a clicky situation. Okay, 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 okay. Wait a second. Wait a second. Lower. Toe. Got his alphabetical order. Tofu. Okay. Is there misks? Oh, you can add symbols and stuff. That's fun. Okay, no, I don't need that. I'm just tofu. I'm just tofu. And then finish. This is a name I would like to use. Yes, please. Yes, please. Prologue. Okay, so I'm guessing there's a prologue, then chapter 1, 2, and 3. Like I said before, the powers that be said I can only go up to the end of chapter 3. I don't know how long the chapters are, so we'll find out together. Oh, the sky was grey. Enter. Snow fell from the clouds like porcelain crystals from a dull curtain. This is a bit slow. I might need to turn up the speed of this. Frost covered the park, coating its already still attractions in frozen silvery sheets. Where there was once smiles and cheer, silence now reigned. Save for a few souls, that is. Okay. Why are you doing this? This is robbery. You have no choice. No right even. I can read. These voices. I think you'll find that we do. Ignore them. Proceed. What's going on? Oh, it's like, oh god, that's like an army dude. You got a gun. Why do you have a gun? Okay, why do you have a gun? Oh? Oh? Stop it. This is all we have. Oh god. Now, I know it's based in like a theme park, kind of. The sky was grey and it was raining carrots. That sounds like my sort of weather. You'll find no sympathy from me, son. Father? Papa? Oh, gun! The man drew a gun. Enough of this. Oh? Don't shoot. I'm just a rabbit. He pulled the trigger. Oh, well, we're dead. End of game. Conclusion. Epilogue. We're dead. I cast gun. Pablam. There was a flash, then smoke coiled out from the barrel. A bullet sped towards the fallen young man, only to collide with something else entirely. Oh, that something let out a shrill whine as the bullet bore into it. There was another brighter flash of light, one of blinding intensity. For a split second, everything was white. It's got guns, 10 out of 10, must play, stick it on your Steam wish lists, everyone, guys. You know what? I'm so spoiled this week because we've got this game coming out in a couple of days. But then tomorrow, Hello Kitty Island Adventure comes out, which we are going to be playing. I'm going to be doing that on the stream. Probably on Sunday, we're going to start Hello Kitty Island Adventure. I've been looking forward to this game for the longest time because it was an Apple Arcade exclusive and it's coming out on PC and like Switch and stuff like that. So I will be picking that up. We will be playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure. And you cannot stop me. So yeah, it's going to be a fun week, a weird one though. For a split second, everything was white. Oh. And then darkness. Can you hear me? Answer me, please. Someone was shouting. Oh, oh. Please, just say something. I can't lose you too. You have to open your eyes. Oh no, who's dead? Someone's dead, right? I don't think it's us, but it's someone. Is this like a flashback or something? Too scared. So scary. Oh, there I am. Okay. It was a dream. Okay. I jolted awake. I found myself in my room, rays of the morning sun poking through the curtains. The aroma of freshly bloomed violets drifted through the slightly ajar window. I think I'm rich. This is looking like a kind of fancy house. Am I? Something ran down my cheek. I reached up to touch it and felt something wet. Tears. I'm crying. But why? Sometimes you just need to have a good cry. I get it. You know, sometimes you've got to let it out a little bit, don't you? That dull winter sky flashed across my mind. The image was faint, close to vanishing like smoke in the wind. Still, I knew it was the place I'd dreamed of. I can't remember much, but it couldn't have been a very good dream. Why else would I be crying? Man, that is the last time you go to bed watching Korean dramas. True! That would definitely bring about some odd dreams, wouldn't it? Also probably make me cry. Oh, knock at the door. Hey, you up? A knock came at my door, pulling me out of my trance. I glanced at the clock on my bedside table. It was well past time to get out of bed. Yes, sorry. Oh God, Arnold? Would you say Arnold? Arnold? Sorry, Arnold. I'll get changed and have breakfast ready soon. Relax, it's already done. Take your time. It's... Oh. Are we like a maid? Are we a maid? Are we a maid? And whatever I might have said, embarrassment stole the words from my mouth. Oh, super. Thank you so much for gifting a sub to Anna. Thank you, thank you. Very generous of you. I hope you're doing good today. I can't believe I slept through one of my only jobs. I'm really, really sorry. Finally managing to squeeze out an apology, I hurriedly dressed myself. How you doing, Suba? Thank you again. Once I came downstairs, I found food for free waiting at the table. The comforting scent of freshly baked baguettes. Oh, of course baguettes! Yeah. We're in France. You gotta have baguettes. Freshly baked baguettes entice a growl from my stomach. Ohio! Good morning. Good morning, Madame Alice. I'm sorry I slept in so late this morning. Do I have you to thank for breakfast? Hey there, Winnow. How are you doing? Welcome on in. Worm Fu is the same worm, but the new ears and bow are on the worm. So same worm, different additions, if that makes sense. Would you believe there aren't too many worms to choose from out there? You are limited on choice when it comes to worms. You're doing all right, glad to hear it. I'm doing all right though, thank you. My throat's a bit sore at the moment, but I'm doing all right. I've got plenty of water on me, and we're going to push on through because I want to see the cute boys. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for the cute boys. I know, right? You'd think there'd be so many worms. You think you'd be drowning in an abundance of live 2D worm models. But no, apparently not. There's a gap in the market. Who would have guessed? Who would have thunk it? Okay. Don't be ridiculous. Arnold put down his food, stood up and pulled out my chair for me. Now, is he one of the bachelors? I think he is. There are some pictures on the Steam page and he was one of them. So I think he is one of the potential matches. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, come on, don't make him do a cute pose like that though. This is just Tofu's a bit thirsty, the stream. Maybe a tea after stream, maybe. I've been drinking plenty of water though. It has been feeling better, so hopefully it doesn't get worse again. I think it was probably worse when I was like not talking, so I was able to kind of concentrate on it more, maybe. I don't know. But I'll try to take it easy. I've chosen the perfect game for taking it easy with lots of text to read. Very smart of me, but I wanted to play it before it came out. I managed to get the early access, so I was like, I kind of need to take advantage of the early access. Do you know what I mean? Have some honey with that tea. I do have a throat numbing spray that I bought back when my throat was quite bad. So if I really need to during the stream, I'll dash off and go and grab that. But I think I'll be all right because it worked quite well last time. Don't mention it. I should have waited for you. Oh, that's okay. I took a seat. Along with the baguettes, several colourful fruits adorned the table. I told him I'd prepare breakfast, but the boy just wouldn't budge. I'm hardly clumsy enough to burn a simple baguette. I want to hear the voice acting, so I'm pausing before I read it. It's up to you guys. Do you want me to read the characters' dialogue as well? Shall I just do my own dialogue? Or what would you prefer? Because I know you guys can read it, you can see it. And yet you always manage to surprise me. Now that's just not true, isn't it? I glanced around the room as if searching for an answer. I'd seen Madame Alice's attempt at cooking before. Well, calling it cooking would be generous. I can't exactly blame Arnold for stopping her, but at least she's trying. You're putting her on the spot, Mum. I was going to say they look related. Okay, so that's the mum. So what's our situation in this? Are we like... We clearly know the guy. So is it like... We can't be family because I think he's one of like the matches. So are we just like a friend? A childhood friend, I suppose, because we're there. But why are we living there? Because if we've been adopted into this situation, that's going to kind of cause some moral ambiguity over like going for your adopted brother. What's the situation? I'm sure they're going to explain it, but I'm quite curious. He could be your stepbrother, but now I'm just thinking about, oh no, stepbrother, I'm stuck, and I don't want to think about that. I don't want to do that. I hope he's not our stepbrother. That's not a trope I'm especially into. Though, there are multiple options in this game, multiple guys. So if it is that kind of situation, I could just not go down his route and find another character. So that's not quite so bad. Oh no, don't think about that, Tofu. Don't do it. I am not. You made me sound like such a villain. Okay. This was very much a common spectacle with these two. The Vincents and their little antics were part of everyday life for me. It's been 7 whole years since I moved in with them, so we've been living with them for 7 years. But why? You know what? Considering this is like an Otome, like a dating sim, what are the chances that both of our parents died to like some crazy incidents, and then our family friend took us in and has raised us for the past 7 years? Because I always feel like there tends to be like a tragic backstory with the parents in these sort of games. Do you know what I mean? So the question is now, how did our parents die? Because I'm guessing that's what it is. I might be wrong, but you can't tell me that there isn't a common kind of situation in these games where it's like both of my parents were killed in a violent vampire attack on Christmas Day, or like on the day of my birthday. I was waiting there at Chuck E. Cheese for my parents to arrive, but they never came. Like that sort of thing, right? And I was left at Chuck E. Cheese, and then my friend Arnold was like to his mum, we can't leave her like this, so they adopted me, and now I'm going to woo their son after they raised me as their own. That sort of thing, right? You know what I mean? I've been half listening. It sounds like, no. I don't want dead parents. I'm just saying it's a trope in these sort of games, isn't it? It's very much like a common kind of backstory for the protagonist in these sort of games. Either your parents are dead, or, I don't know, just something tragic, like a tragic backstory of some kind. Is that a reverse harem sim? It's not a harem. You don't end up with all of them. You end up with one of them, but you have a choice. You have a choice of a few. I'm a menace. Oh god, here comes Tofu, killing all of your characters' parents. Stabby. Coming after all of the characters' parents. All characters need a tragic backstory. They need the angst. They need the drama. No one is safe. Hey there, Pink. It is not rabbit season. No, it is not. Didn't happen in Shuffle. In that one, Dad goes on an undisclosed length business trip and left an adopted son with daughter with his blessing. But it's still kind of like a not fully their kind of parental relationship. Does that make sense? Here, your weapon of choice. Let's go! I got my weapon of choice. Let's get going. Let's get going. We're good to go. Why did we move here 7 years ago? Okay, let's have a look. Until I was 10, I lived in Paris with my family. But after nearly drowning in the Seine River, see, we nearly drowned. Here's our tragic backstory. So we nearly drowned and then lost our memories, right? There's always something. There's always something. You can't just have a character who's just like, I'm just vibing. There's always something. And we nearly drowned and lost our memories. Okay. I lost most of my memories. My father lost his life during the incident. Dead parents. Dead parents. Told you. I've played enough dating sims in my time. I know where these things are going. I know what's going on. Dead parents. Mum's already dead. Dad died saving me from drowning and I lost my memories. I told you. Oh my god. Hey there, Beef. How are you doing? Animenesia. Oh my god. You've lived enough dating sims and you just gave up. Oh no, Bing. Oh no. I told you though. Okay, so my father lost his life during the incident. Since my mother had already passed due to illness, I became an orphan. That was when the Vincents took me in. We, including Arnold's father, Daniel, had stayed in Paris for some time. 6 years ago though, Arnold, his mother and I moved here to Blankberg. Let me take a sip of my water. Lots to do this week, but you're doing your best. That's all you can do. I'm sure you've got this though. You can do it. The shock had put me into a precarious mental state, so the change to a smaller, quieter town was likely for my sake. They never said as much, but I knew. Monsieur Daniel stayed behind on account of his work. I hope he's well. I haven't seen him in a long time. Oh god, Daniel's gonna die now. They know me, so they're all gonna die. They're all gonna die, guys. Hey, try this jam. A co-worker gave it to me and it's some great stuff. Oh, okay. I'll try some on my baguette. I spread the strawberry jam on the bread and took a bite. The perfect balance of sweet and sour filled my mouth. You're right, this is delicious. Arnold gave me a wide smile. Wanna wash it down with some coffee? Allow me. I'll get it. You keep eating. You'll give it your best effort. Absolutely, I know you will. All you can ever do is your best. And there's nothing wrong with that. He stood up and walked over to the kitchen. 7 whole years and Arnold's still as kind as ever. Ever since I'd lost my family, he's been a constant in my life. A friend. And a pillar of support. Friend zoned. I'm kidding. After clearing up breakfast, I followed Arnold out to see him off to work. It was a beautiful day with clear skies and just the right amount of sun. Vibrant flowers that decorated the road swayed in the breeze. Something happened this morning. What? Why do you ask? You never sleep in. I thought you might be sick or something. Arnold suddenly stopped and peered at me. No, it's not that. I just had a strange dream is all. I don't remember much, but I know it was sad. Restless night then, huh? You read a scary story before bed? It was about a witch, and it wasn't scary. The witch saved a girl from being bullied and turned her into a princess. You realise you're in the minority thinking witches are scary, right? Well, this one wasn't, and I'm not... Oh. Ooh, hello. We're up close and personal. Sir, I am but a rabbit. I am but a simple rabbit. Okay. And he prodded my head with his finger. How did I find this game? Basically, there's a couple of websites that I use to get free game keys. as a streamer. One's called Lurkit and the other one is called Keymailer. If you also stream, very much recommend signing up to them. This is where that's where I always get my free game keys. You can apply for keys depending on your numbers and stuff. And they decide whether they want to give them to you. Normally there's some rules like embargoes, only X amount of gameplay, do it before a certain date, that sort of stuff. But if you manage to get some keys, it saves you a bit of money. So I saw this one on there, and I know we were talking about dating sims, so I did some research into it, saw that people quite liked it when it originally came out, but that the English localization was due to come out tomorrow or the day after, I can't remember now. So I applied, and they very happily gave me a copy. So here we are, early access to talk to the boys. But I very much recommend those sites. They're really good. Every time I've managed to get a free key, it's been for either of those. And they're really easy to use as well. Hey there, Naily, how are you doing? I'm stuttering like crazy. How are you doing? I hope you're doing good. Give me 1 second though. My bunny's gonna go weird. I'm getting really toasty warm. I'm wearing quite a thick hoodie because I was chilly before. So let me quickly take off this hoodie. My model is gonna go weird. Though probably not as weird as my main model because there's only so much movement. Thanks for the streamer advice. I like how you don't pull the... No, of course not. I mean, I found them accidentally, to be honest. But I'm always like, guys, if you can save some money, save some money. I mean, I managed to get House Flipper 2 through those sites. And as you guys know, I loved House Flipper. So the fact I managed to get House Flipper 2 was like a big deal. But I've managed to get some really good games that we've really enjoyed together. And like when it comes to streaming is quite an expensive hobby when you think about it in terms of like buying games and whatnot. And obviously then you've got like, if you decide to have like custom assets, etc, etc. So if you're able to save a little bit here and there, it just helps you to be able to broaden your horizons more. Plus it makes it easier to try games you might otherwise not play because you're concerned about spending the money on them. Does that make sense? I don't know. And thank you for the gifted sub, by the way. Thank you, thank you. Free games equals more gifted subs to Tofu. Give me a second. Let me take off this hoodie. Give me a second. I'm out. I'm free. Let me get back in. Back into the microphone. Hey there, Pizza. How you doing? Hope you're doing good. Let me stick my earphone back in. It depends on how exactly you're doing it, but I've noticed that the variety streamer... Yeah, exactly. Obviously, there's some streamers who concentrate on like 1 or 2 games, and that's fair enough. Like, I don't blame people who do that. And whether it's because they just like those games or because they're really good at those games, things like that, right? But if you do want to go down the more variety route, like you say, it kind of gets a bit out of hand quite quickly. And to be honest, I'm not overly fussed about being there on day 1 for games. There's the odd exception to that rule. And they're games I would have bought even if I wasn't streaming. But obviously now that I'm streaming, I definitely buy a lot more games than I did before I streamed. Which I don't mind, because I've found all these games that I would have otherwise never tried. And I've expanded my horizons, right? But it can be kind of expensive. But that's the price you pay for a hobby, isn't it? Whether this was my hobby or something else, it was going to cost something. And all hobbies have a price. I mean, there probably are some hobbies that don't. If your hobby's like jogging, beyond needing to maybe buy new trainers, I guess there isn't a price. But... you know, if you can save some money, I'm always here giving tips on how to save money. I do not mind dishing out some advice. Hoodie abandonment. I was so toasty warm. I still have a blanket. I was so toasty. Right. People fear things they don't understand. Whether you're a nice witch or a scary one, you can't let others know. I know. Not like anyone would believe me. Wait, are we a witch as well now? Wait, so are we now a witch who nearly drowned, lost both of their parents and has amnesia? The plot points are adding up. This is coming across very mid-2000s self-insert fic. I don't mind it. But it's definitely becoming a bit of a thing. Are we a witch? I'm now a worm. Why does my worm not want to go to the right place? There you go. I changed my model back and straight away I become a worm. I see how it is. I see how it is. You're doing good just playing some Minecraft. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. Is this the MC from Long Live the Queen? I don't know. When have I ever lied in my life? I think everyone's told a white lie or two in their time, right? You've got to cycle through them. Okay, I'll let you cycle. They're your points. Go for it. Okay. How would I convince them? Cast a spell? It wasn't just my memories I'd lost 7 years ago, but I lost my magic too! Okay, so we are a witch who can't do magic. Okay, all that practice I'd done with my mother as a child, gone to waste. I wonder where the star necklace went. That's a cute necklace. My mother and I had matching necklaces. Not only had it helped me to control and regulate my magic, but it also reminded me of who I was, where I came from. Is this Kiki's delivery service? Or we'll find out. But it vanished during the accident 7 years ago, which means it's at the bottom of the river that you nearly drowned in. Witches were all but extinct thanks to cultural persecution and hunts 4 centuries ago. My mother was the only one I knew other than myself. Despite that, our dark history still lingered. Most people weren't fond of beings like me. My parents had made sure to impress something upon me though. Magic was a force for good. My mother, at least, had been a kind and caring witch, so I chose to believe in her. I believed in him as well. Who was that boy, anyway? I can hardly remember. Right, so there's a boy we can't remember. I'm guessing they're going to be one of the other characters we meet. We'll find out. We will find out. Oh, this is a nice piece. I have to say, I know we're only in the prologue. The art so far in this has been like chef's kiss. So pretty. And I love the colour scheme. Like, I can sing praises for that like all day. The art's been really good so far. I'm interested to seeing like other characters' arts and also like other reaction images. Like this one's a new one, for example. So I'm curious to see what else comes up. But yeah, all I could recall was that he'd been very important to me. Although I wasn't even sure of that either. Okay. Anyway, I should get going. I'll be back a bit late today. Investigating somewhere far off again? Arnold was a reporter for the local newspaper. He does kind of look like a reporter. He had to travel often for work. Far enough that I'll need a bike at least. Oh, nearly forgot. He produced a flyer from his pocket. Ooh. You hear about this at travelling amusement parks in town. You like this kind of thing, don't you? Am I the only one that's kind of scared of those travelling fun fairs? You know, the ones that randomly pop up in parks? Because I always get concerned about how sturdy the rides are. And that's not me saying anything against the people. I know they're trained, I know they have safety standards to follow, but if something's being constantly disassembled and reassembled, I just get concerned about like them breaking. So I've only been to like one of those fun fairs like once. I don't know, I think it's probably a very irrational fear because people go to them all the time with like no problems. And obviously stuff can happen in stationary theme parks as well. Like anything can happen, accidents can happen. But I just seem to have less trust in the moving ones compared to the ones that just stay in one place. You have a long-term love interest who works in a travelling Ren fair. See, Ren fairs, I don't really see them over here very much. They must exist, maybe under a different name. But I always find the idea of a Ren fair really interesting. You see where I'm coming from, right? We have spoken about Ren fairs before, we have done. Just something about them just make me, not Ren fairs, but travelling fun fairs, just make me feel really uneasy. I don't know. But like I say, people go to them all the time with no problems. So that's clearly just me being a bit paranoid, you know what I mean? An amusement park in Blankborg. Is it Borg or Berg? I'm going to say Berg. Borg sounds weird. I practically leaped for the flyer and read its contents. It's probably Blankberg, right? Because French. Blankberg? Oh god, the French is here! Oh god! Guys, I don't speak French! Oh god. Right, I'm going to butcher this. La Forêt de Rev? Fun fair! Children and adults alike are invited to come and have the time of their dreams. Visit us from the April 1st to June 30th. A map marked their location. They were in a forest near the outskirts of town. Why are they in a forest? I don't know. That sounds really... Why are they in a forest? That sounds really sketchy. Say that again, but hold my tongue. Why? I do like amusement parks, but I'll sit this one out. I don't earn my keep like you do. I like his voice. Oh please, how many women do you know who have jobs? Housework counts as earning your keep just fine. What year is it in this game? Because my instant response is, I beg your pardon, though to be fair, it is a fictional world. So, I don't know. I won't force you or anything, but really, you should go if you want to. Oh, hello. I'm now a worm. Please get out of my wormy face. He ruffled my hair. Hey! Let me know how it is if you check it out. Could make for a good article. Anyway, I'm off. Stay safe. Arnold hopped on his bike and sped off to the office. Okay. I'm guessing we're going to have to meet all of, if not most of the matches during the prologue, right? Maybe? I don't know. An amusement park here, of all places. Gingerbread Man moves as fast as Sonic. What do you mean, in Shrek? In Shrek? As soon as I hear Gingerbread Man, my brain goes to Shrek. I place the flyer on my desk and pick up my music box. After I wound up the key, I replaced it on the dresser and watched the horses spin as music began to play. The pastel top turned, glass gems twinkling in the sunlight. A kaleidoscope of colours reflected off of them, whisking me away into a world of fantasy. This little merry-go-round, this Maginot. Maginot! Is that how you pronounce that? Is that how you pronounce that? Menagerie? Is that the right word? It's not, is it? It was all I had left of my father. Right, okay. I was rather fond of it. No, there's more French. I was rather fond of it. It reminded me of the Maginot in my favourite picture book. Oh, God, guys. That's the picture book, okay? There it is. I can't do it. I knew there would be French in this game. But I don't want to offend the French people. I'm just an ignorant English person. Okay? I'm an ignorant English person. Menagerie. A menagerie. Maybe that kind of makes sense, right? Just say baguette. Every time French comes up, right? It's just going to be baguette, baguette, baguette. Baguette une baguette. La baguette. I could Google Translate it and press the speech button. That is true. That is true. Oh, the nursery rhyme, of course, Lee, of course. My father had been an engineer for amusement parks, so we'd often visited them to admire his work. My fascination had begun there. Unfortunately, I was told I'd received this particular trinket 7 years ago. I had no memory of it personally. Still, memory or not, I'd always treasure it. I'd always treasured it and I always would. Take a sip of my water. Maybe I will visit that amusement park. Arnold had offered after all, and I genuinely wanted to go. All right, chores first. With a renewed sense of motivation, I set about my daily tasks. I was going to mute myself for a second. I do need to have a bit of a cough. Give me one moment. Right, I am back. I finished my work around midday, when the sun was high, and left home. Following the map marked on the flyer, I sauntered through town. When are we going to the amusement park? I want to go too. couldn't help but grin at the rowdy children. It wasn't every day such events occurred around here, so I empathised with their excitement. Absolutely not. They say those people have something to do with the Hamelin phenomenon. The what? What's Hamelin? She's just making it up because she doesn't want to spend money. What? Why? Oh, thank you for the stretch. So there's a phenomenon of some kind. The family turned the corner and promptly left earshot. What's the Hamelin phenomenon? Was she really making that up? The question hung in my mind, but I continued on my way to the forest. As the buildings and bustle faded, the trees grew thicker. Birds chirped atop their branches and squirrels scurried from limb to limb. The tranquility was contagious. What sort of amusement park is it, I wonder? My heart pounded in anticipation. I took a moment to breathe and calm my nerves before continuing. It's looking like these chapters are long. We're still in the prologue and we're like an hour in, so we might get like a couple of streams out of this one. Wow. There it proudly stood, right at the mouth of the forest. A pastel gateway to a large fountain, around which numerous lovely attractions were centred. Even from afar, their craftsmanship was something to behold. I couldn't take my eyes away. The entire affair looked like something straight out of a toy box. I could have sworn I just walked into a picture book. It's all so charming. I've never seen a park like this. It looks even better up close, you know. Oh, hello. I turned to the voice. A girl stood there. Her star-dappled uniform seemed plucked from the same whimsical story as the park itself. A world of dreams is only a ticket away. One adult, I assume. Hey there, Alan, how are you doing? Remember, the only thing that a dog cares about is making their owner happy. Yeah, dogs are too, selfless for their own good, I swear. Yes, please. Oh, I like the light. I timidly paid the woman for my ticket. Oh, even the ticket's cute. Even the tearaway part's a little star. That's so cute. I found another smile sneaking onto my face. The staff lady smiled back, tearing off the stub and handing me the rest. And she punctuated the transaction with a wink. Rev, so they're saying Rev. Welcome to the Rev, the travelling amusement park. I hope you can have the time of your dreams. The girl gestured for me to enter. I passed through the gate with bated breath. Is anyone else in this amusement park? Is it just one lonely worm? My eyes were drawn at once to the fountain, thoughts buzzing as to how they travelled with such a thing. True. Elephants which blew bubbles and sprayed water adorned the circumference. Children frolicked about, reaching out for the bubbles. So there are other people here. Okay, so it's not like a weird kind of trap. Something smells good. Thank you for the shower, and it was actually in the right place. Look at me doing my job. The scent caused my turn to gaze towards the many stalls set up to the right. Upon closer inspection, they were selling all manner of deviously tempting sweets, from gaufres and pretzels to sugar fruits and cookies. Warm sandwiches, snacks, ball games and other diversions also lined the counters. Something about these stalls feel off though. I approached them to investigate. Oh! To my surprise, the booths were being manned by puppets. Perhaps that wasn't the right word. They were automated puppets. Machines known as automatons? Yeah. Welcome. Your order, please. One gaufre coming right up. The automatons dressed and attended to the customers with pre-recorded phrases. Incredible! Machines with jobs? I like his voice. He looks very stern, but I do like his voice. Is there a problem with the automatons? A tall man in uniform suddenly approached me. I knew at once he must have been with the park. And this knowledge didn't make his gaze feel any less intimidating though, or me any less like the frog in the sights of a hungry snake. He does kind of have a sharp gaze to him. Oh, no, I've just never seen one before. I see. Oh god, I really like his voice. Sir? I don't know your name. But they said this park was a place to find my dreams. And I know I'm just a simple worm, but I do have awfully big ears. And my dream would be for you to whisper, I don't even know what, just anything you like into my ear. I can't understand anyway. I don't speak Japanese. Just whisper some words. Just whisper some words into my ears, please. I'm sorry. These games, dating sims pull the worst out of me, I swear. Hey there, Snow, how are you doing? Sorry, you came in at a moment, I'm sorry. Sir, I am but a simple worm. Please hear my plea. I promise. You know the whole Princess and the Frog, right? It's Princess and the well, I guess it's Prince and the Worm, right? if you treat this worm kindly enough, there is a wonderful princess waiting waiting to come forth if my chat decides to use their points. Oh my god. I'm sorry. You get to see my naughty side. Oh my god. Omelette du fromage. Oh my god, Dexter! Let me take a sip of my water. I can hear my voice going funny. Okay. Vast as the world may be, we are the only park to include automatons among our workforce. Your surprise is warranted. He's still talking. Don't interrupt the man. Rest assured, however, they are functioning as specified. Now, so he is on the radar. He's on the radar, okay? But we still got other people to meet. And the man said nothing more. He simply turned on his heels and left. He didn't seem very amused for an amusement park employee. Oh no, he's hot! I shook off the awkwardness and returned to browsing the stalls. Cheers suddenly erupted from the fountain. Maybe there's a show going on. I should go look. I headed towards the hubbub. Okay, I headed towards the hubbub, only to find a young man putting on a performance. He looks like an idol! Merci, you're too kind. But the show's just getting started. You folks ready for some real juggling? He does look a little young. He very much... He looks a bit less young from that angle. He definitely looks younger than the other guy though. But he definitely also lets off like idol vibes. Do you know what I mean? I think he does look a bit too boyish for me personally, but he's still cute. You there in the front, what's your favourite fruit? I like apples. Apples, eh? Like this one here? The boy produced an apple in his hand, seemingly out of thin air. Sugoi! Now, you in the back, what's your least favourite vegetable? He proceeded to materialise an apple, a radish, a mushroom and a strawberry, which he then began to juggle. The colourful mismatched ensemble flew through the air and back into his hands with ease. He improvised all of that. Oh, that's a nice angle for him. I like his hairstyle, the kind of half up, half down situation. It very much gives me... I know we were talking about K-pop during my re-debut stream, and I was talking about how I got into K-pop around Gen 2 K-pop, and this hairstyle is giving me very Gen 2 K-pop vibes. It's very much making me think of this one particular group called B1A4, which is like one of my favourites. One of the members, CNU, kind of had a hairstyle like this for a while, with like kind of half up, half down. Kind of makes me think of him in like a cute way. The crowd only continued to grow. Oh, I can't see. Oh, I should probably move. There's plenty more to explore. So we're slowly getting introduced to all of our choices. I'm guessing. I offered my spot to the boy behind me and weaved my way back out of the crowd. Thanks, lady. Quietly wishing the child a good show, I soon escaped the fountain area. Next on my list was the area to the left with the teacups. Ah, spinning teacups. I always spin them far too much and I make myself sick. And I never learn. I do it every time. It becomes my mission to spin them as much as possible. But as you guys know, I get dreadfully motion sick. Doesn't stop me though. It becomes a competition. And then I have to stumble out of said teacup and try not to throw up. I do it to myself. It's self-inflicted. What is that? A costume mascot of sorts strolled by the line of guests waiting for the ride. The lemon-coloured droopy-eared rabbit wore the same uniform as the others and carried a flag with the park's insignia. Now! Now! Do we woo the rabbits? Their voice sounded quite young though. Their voice sounded quite young. I know it's a mascot suit. Their voice sounded quite young. On my beat, everyone! Oh! The rabbit began clapping and soon the guests followed suit. On rhythm, he started to move, jump and spin around the line of people. I could just barely make out the star pattern on the suit beneath his uniform. So cute. Thanks everyone, the line should get moving soon, so make sure to watch the person in front of you. Finally a romance option! All these people and I'm just looking for a rabbit. I wonder if we ever find out what he looks like under the mascot mask though. That would be interesting. Like, do you get to know him as the mascot and then he takes off his mascot mask and it's like, oh my god, he's the hottest of all. Like a kind of mystery match. I wonder, that would be really interesting. No worries, Super. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope work treats you well. The mask stays on. Never removes the mask. Not even when you kiss. You've got to kiss the mask. I've been in a mascot suit more than once. I don't want to think about, like, how much the suit could potentially smell. Because my experience in mascot suits, I've worn 2 different ones in my time, multiple times. And they both stunk. They were horrible. They were grim. So, I don't know. Though, this one's very light in colour, so they've got to keep it clean. So I wonder if they dry clean this one. Then it's tuxedo mask. Basically, right? Basically. And with a wave of his flag, the rabbit left the guests. Bye, rabbit. He looked this way and that. Eventually, our gazes met. The glittering peridot-coloured eyes fixed on mine. Hey there, have you been to see the... How did we say this was pronounced? Baguette. I can't call it baguette. Is it menagerie? But I feel like that's not how you spell menagerie. How do you spell menagerie? You know what? I'm gonna Google it. How to... Because it's gonna come up multiple times. It's literally like in the title. So how to pronounce... How to pronounce this word. Come on, YouTube. Please don't give me an advert. YouTube, I don't want to sign in. It's fine. It's fine. Reject all the cookies. YouTube. DFS! I don't want to advert. Oh god, DFS! Right, we're gonna wait 23 seconds for DFS, guys. I give you the I give you the most thrilling of content. I can skip the DFS. Okay. Manege. Manege. Did you hear that?
Manege.
Manege. So I'm going to say manege. There you go. Manege. You have a manege? Uh-huh. It's the Rev's most famous attraction. It's just back there, so go take a look. Thank you, I will. Bye, Rabbit! The rabbit bowed and waved his little hand and then sauntered over to more guests. It means merry-go-round, apparently. It means merry-go-round. Manege. Merry-go-round. I wonder what it's like. I do like merry-go-rounds. Merry-go-rounds. That is, maneges, varied a lot from park to park. I was curious to see this one and how it compared to my father's music box. If it's as popular as the rabbit says, I've got to see it. I set out the path he directed me towards. The sun was beginning to set, dyeing the scenery in a golden tint. A pastel top and an array of colourful horses spun before me. Decorative glass gems twinkled in the sunlight. It can't be. I was awestruck. The manege was the splitting image of the one my father had made. Is this what he modelled the music box after? I never knew it was based on something. The manege came to a stop and the riders alighted. My feet carried me forward all on their own. Forget the line, I'm going to skip on over the line. Get out of the way, children! My memories of my dead father are more important. Every detail is spot on. It's my music box. It's like I'm seeing double. I reached my hand out to touch it. The cold metal chilled my fingers. Wait, why is it getting warmer? It happened before I could react. Ooh. 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 A blinding light flashed from the manege. What? Before I knew it, everything went white. The light had swallowed everything. I couldn't keep my eyes open. My heart pounded in my ears. Heat seethed inside of me. What's happening? And then the heat vanished. Carefully, slowly, I opened my eyes. The light was gone too. I scanned the area out of pure confusion, but answers eluded me. Did I imagine all that? Other guests exchanged looks and tilted their heads. What just happened? Part of some performance, maybe? Evidently I hadn't. The guests stared at the manege for a while before they lost interest and left. I don't think I'd lose interest that quickly, I'll be honest with you. I should back away before it starts moving again. I managed to pry myself away from the ride and put some distance between us. That's when I heard the footsteps. Hello? And my heart nearly leaped out of my chest. He looks like a magical man! I like him! I slowly turned around. There was a man in a purple-hued suit and a shoulder piece. Hello. So we know each other. He's very dashing. We know each other, apparently. I thought I'd never see you again. Behind his stark white hair, he wore a complicated expression. He thought he'd never seen me again. I'd never met this man in my life. Moriarty? What, from like Sherlock Holmes? And you are? It's me, Hugo, don't you remember? I suppose it's been 7 long years. Hugo, something happened 7 years ago. Something happened 7 years ago. I don't remember diddly squat. I'm sorry. I would have remembered you. I mean... I would have remembered. I would have remembered. I'm very, very sorry. Oh. My chest tightened. I'm sorry, but I don't remember much from back then. I explained the incident in the river and about my amnesia. I'm sorry. Why didn't he know about the accident that happened if we were apparently friends? He frowned for a moment, but it was soon replaced with a kind smile.
Yeah.
Oh no, don't do the hot like hand offering pose. Don't this kind of thing, the whole like prince thing. Something about it just makes my heart flutter. It really, really does. You've nothing to be sorry for, mademoiselle. Would you allow me to redo my introduction? Please. My name is Hugo. I'm the director here at Le VOD du Rive. So you run things here? I've certainly worked my way up since my days as a grunt 7 years ago. He winked playfully. Did you know my father by any chance? Florent was his name. He was an engineer. I'm sorry to say I never had the pleasure. I was only ever acquainted with you. I see. Did already knows what to do based off 7 years ago. True. He probably knows like all of like the secrets, all of like the little ways. I mean, how old were we 7 years ago then? A kid, I'm guessing, right? How old were we in this game? That's the next question. How old did they say we were when the accident happened? Are we 17? Did they say we were 10 when the accident happened? Are we an adult? Are we a grown-up? Are we grown up? I hope so. Considering the uncanny similarities between this manege and my music box, my hopes have been somewhat high. Say, that little display of the manege, it was you who created that light, yes? Well, I didn't have the first clue. To claim responsibility for it felt inaccurate, to say the least. I apologise for touching the machinery, but I'm not sure what happened exactly. He offered a gentle smile. This isn't an interrogation, I assure you. I simply had a favour to ask. What do you mean? After glancing side to side, he leaned in and brought his voice down to a whisper. You're a witch, are you not? I quickly drew back. People fear things they don't understand. Whether you're a nice witch or a scary one, you can't let others know. Anord's words from earlier echoed in my head. No one can know, no one can find out. If this is an accusation, then you're sorely mistaken. I refuted him as firmly as I could. Monsieur Hugo appeared dejected. He does look kind of dejected. That's not the reaction I expected. I understand your wariness, but you're the only hope we have left. All of the pro-tag tropes are coming out. Dead parents, amnesia, magical abilities that I don't remember because of the amnesia, hot friend that I don't remember, hot other friend that I live with. I am the only one with the power to save whatever situation we are now in. I am the protagonist. You see... Oh! Everyone who works here is trapped, bound to the park by magic. It's powerful magic that we have no means of resisting. Go test that plot armor. If there is a chance of me to jump off a bridge, I will jump off the bridge. You can save us. You have that power. I don't know what to say. Right, I realize I must sound like a madman right now. He grinned, although only barely this time. He seemed earnest to me, so I didn't think he was playing some sort of trick. But trapped in an amusement park, he can't possibly think I can just believe that. He can't know what I am. I'm sorry, but I can't help you. A bell chimed, sounding the closing of the park and drowning out my words. People began funneling towards the entrance. I should be going. Wait, there's something you should see. Oh, he's gone. Huh? He's away! He grabbed my hand before allowing me to answer. He didn't pull, though he simply guided me as a gentleman would. I left the manege and passed by a number of attractions. Before long, we arrived back at the fountain. It seemed what he wanted to show me wasn't inside the park itself. Once he made certain that all of the guests had left, Monsieur Hugo passed through the gate. Oh, Monsieur. We were alone. Everyone had surely gone home by now. It was quiet, not even birds filled the silence. He continued on the road back to town, never letting go of my hand. Excuse me, where are we going? Nowhere.
Yeah.
Not me, anyway. We stopped. Monsieur? Oh? Oh? I see. I looked up at him as he unbuttoned his collar. A pale white circle glowed on his neck. Is that a chain? The light took the form of a collar. Attached to it was an magic! It was a magical chain, guys, leading back to the park. I can read. He has a tattoo as well. This is the magic binding us here to this very amusement park. I don't believe it. Magically trapped within an amusement park. It shouldn't have been possible, but here I was faced with reality. I couldn't deny what lay before my eyes. How did this happen? A witch cast this spell. I'm very fond of amusement parks, so I do quite enjoy my life here. I beg your pardon? Years upon years of what now? However, Ayo! Years upon years of bondage do begin to wear on one. Everyone's trapped like this, not just you. That's correct. He nodded. But magic is a force for good. I thought there were no bad witches. I find it hard to believe a witch would do this. Witches aren't supposed to be evil. Indeed they aren't. What happened here was an accident of sorts. An accident. I was reminded once again of the Seine River. I'd lost a lot that day, even if I didn't remember what exactly they'd been. Excuse me? In addition to my father, the power I'd nurtured with my mother, I'd also lost an entire year's worth of memories. The people of the Reeve had surely lost things themselves. They would continue to lose things so long as they remained captives. Are you okay? I hope I haven't frightened you. No, I'm okay. Thank goodness. I've said what I needed to say. This was all I wanted you to see. Now he's buttoned up his shirt again, which is good. He stepped back and the collar and chain vanished in an instant. After a short breath, the director faced me once again. Allow me to repeat my previous question. You are a witch, are you not? So that's the dialogue from before. So, yeah, we can't let other people know we're a witch. Arnold's words came to me again. Monsieur Hugo said witches aren't evil. If he believes that, then maybe... I took a deep breath, fingers trembling. I am a witch. A sigh of relief left his lips. That took courage. Thank you. This means a lot to me. But I haven't been able to use magic for 7 years. I'm not much of anything without that. Time to burn you! Mwahaha! Roll the credits. End of game. He remained unfazed. That's perfectly fine. It slumbers within you, and we wouldn't have seen that light if it wasn't there. That was magic? Most likely, I'd wager your own power reacted to the magic within the park. Now, the favour I would ask of you. He clapped his hands together. Oh, I've got a job! Would you join our staff? I want to use this opportunity to awaken your magic. Me? At the Reeve? What's the hourly rate? Because I'm guessing it's not salaried. Though, they might want to do salaried because you guys are there all the time and that means they're going to be paying 24/7 and that can be quite expensive quite quick. May I ask about the benefits in this job? Do I get a discount? Do I get any paid days off? What else? Do I get a pension? Is there a pension? Or like health insurance? Health insurance is pretty important. Is there health insurance? I've got a few other questions, but is it, I'm guessing, do I work weekends? Is it 5 days a week? Do I work weekends but then have days off during the week? Are you closed on Christmas? Do I get Christmas off? With compensation, of course. I was speechless. Is there a union? Yes. I do love amusement parks. They remind me of Dad. Give me a second, sorry. Sorry, just had to cough. I do love amusement parks. They remind me of Dad. It's not that I'm opposed exactly. I just... need time to think, I take it. The pressure was at once alleviated. Yes, I'll need to speak with people back home before making a decision. Uniform? Do I get a nice uniform? Because your uniforms are quite nice. Do I also get one? I couldn't go agreeing to such arrangements without at least consulting with the Vincents first. I understand. I will wait for your answer. When you have it, find me here. I'll leave the gate open for you. Thank you. Au revoir, mademoiselle. Monsieur Hugo waved me goodbye as I left. Bidding farewell, I started my way home. Now, there's a couple of people I saw on the Steam page who we haven't met yet. I wonder when we'll meet them. The park soon vanished behind the veil of trees. Yet I remained in high spirits, like I was still there somehow, in that world of dreams. What a day it's been. I just told the first person outside the Vincent family about who I was, and for the first time someone had come to me for help. They needed my magic. If my magic really is just asleep, I'd have to wake it up. There are people I could be helping. I want to be a kind witch, just like my mum was. Gas lanterns lit up the dark street. The warm glow almost seemed to call out to me to guide me forward. My head remained in the clouds the entire way home. Once Arnold had come home, I spoke with him about working at the park. I left out the part about my magic though. I didn't want to worry him. What? They asked to hire you? To do what? Sit around inside and read books all day? You don't have to put it like that. I'm just surprised is all. I didn't think my suggestion to go and have fun for a day would lead to something like this. Arnold blinked several times. So what's got you stuck? You must be at least a little interested if you're talking to me about it. I am. I'd very much like to work at an amusement park like my dad did. But that'll take time away from things I'd normally be doing to help. Cleaning, chores, and anything else that needs doing at home. It didn't feel right to run off when they'd done so much for me. Who cares about that? You don't? He acquiesced. Acquiesced? Yeah, surprisingly quickly. Mum can do pretty much everything outside of the kitchen. Well, kind of. But if that falls through, we could always hire a maid like we did in Paris. How rich are these people? That sends money, so it's not like we're hurting there. Plus, I work on top of it. Arnold's smile quickly turned into a frown. I'd have one condition, though. Only while the place is in town. It's your first job, so don't get too attached. Right, that seems fair. There was no guarantee my magic would ever awaken anyway. And who knows where they'll disappear to next. He glanced outside the window and sighed. I'll talk to Mum. Make sure you're up bright and early tomorrow to let your new boss know. I will. Thank you, Arnold. I might go and grab some painkillers. I'll see how I do though. The long day was finally coming to an end. Before bed, I picked up the music box from the dresser. I turned the key and listened to the melody as I processed the day's many events. It really had been like someplace out of a storybook. The attractions, the performances, the smiles everywhere you looked. And then there was the manege and its resemblance to this very music box. The light, my magic. The collar of light around the director's neck and the chain that held him captive. I could only wonder and hope my magic was there somewhere, waiting for me to wake it up. Give me strength, Dad. The strength to see this through. Give me a second, sorry. Right, I held the music box close to my chest. Okay, time for bed. I had to get up early to visit the Reeve. I needed to give them my answer. The next morning I made for the park while the air was still chilly. The girl at the front wasn't there. The gate, however, was open, just as I'd been told it would be. Unlike yesterday, silence filled the park. There were no kids frolicking around the fountain, no parents to scold them. My legs carried me further. They led me towards the manege. We hadn't planned a meeting place, but somehow I knew I'd find him here. And there he was. You have your answer? He noticed me at once. I do. I'd like to work with you, as long as the park is still in Blancberg at least. So we'll have to say goodbye once time's up. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. There's no telling how things will go with my magic after all. That's true. In that case. Oh, hello. Monsieur Hugo stepped forward and extended his hand. I look forward to working with you. Likewise, monsieur. Hey there, Ruby. How are you doing? You misread it. Well, what did you read it as? We exchanged a firm handshake, and now I had a job to do. I had to awaken my magic and free the people of Le VOD de. So rose the curtain on my new life. Can you imagine an imaginary menagerie? Manager imagining managing an imaginary menagerie? Right, so that's the end of the prologue, I'm guessing. So now we've got like an intro. Yeah, this game came out late last year, but the English translation, localization, is coming out in a couple of days. But I was lucky to get an early access key, so we're giving it a go. I guess we'll see here people we've not met yet. Oh, look at the rabbit. Oh, I like him. Will I get copyright for this music? I just thought, will I get copyright for this music? I think we'll be okay. Don't... Internet? Oh! Don't DMCA me. I got permission to... Oh, that's sweet. Flowers! The art in this is so stinking pretty. Oh my goodness. I better not get copyright struck. I don't think I will, but it ain't fun. It ain't fun, Ruby. I guessed. Oh god. I think we'll be alright. We played the prologue though. It took us nearly 2 hours to do that prologue. This is definitely going to be a 2-stream situation. Because like I said, I can only go up to chapter 3, the end of chapter 3. I think once the game is out, it might be a bit different though. But at the moment, the current plan for streams is this today, and then I'll be doing Lethal Company on Friday with some friends. I might be streaming it myself, but if I'm not, I'll be over in Brushy's channel. I'll let people know whether I'm streaming it too or if I'm over there. And then on Sunday, I'm hoping to do Hello Kitty's Island Adventure. That's the plan at the moment. But I do want to try and get back to 3 streams a week, especially before I'm away for 2 weeks. Because that's going to be in March, so that's coming up soon. So there'll be like a small hiatus while I'm on holiday sort of thing. I'm going to kill you. Why? Why? Oh, I met some of the Grahas, by the way, Ruby. I met some of the Grahas. Now that you're one of us, there are a few things we ought to go over. Take a look around you. Okay. Oh my god, Ruby. You're so creative, thinking all of that so fast. I did so. I saw pastel attractions, automatons behind counters, and of course the prominent fountain. What exactly am I looking for? Don't blink now. Question, by the way, guys. Curiosity. How has my model been today compared to re-debut? Because obviously I tweaked some settings. Has it been a bit more like settled? Has it been too settled? Or do you think this is like a good middle ground? What are you guys thinking? Because like I say, I can't keep an eye on it while I'm streaming, so I am going to check out the VOD afterwards. But I'd like to know your opinion. And no opinion's wrong. So I do want to know your opinions. I'm curious. Is it supposed to be possessed? What do you mean? That's so creative of you. Oh my god. The DMCAs are like, they come after you though, they really do. Monsieur Hugo snapped his fingers. I didn't blink. Ooh! What? There was a flash of light and suddenly everything was gone. Only the manege and the automatons remained. What just happened?
ここは魔法でできた遊園地でね。園長である俺の意思で消すことができるんだ。
You saw nothing unusual. Yeah, basically, during the re-debut stream, some of the tracking was a bit too sensitive in places, like my eyes and my mouth. So I've done some tweaking to try and calm it down a little bit without making it too sluggish. Because even though I did obviously test it before I streamed, it's kind of hard to replicate how you express yourself on stream when you're not streaming. So I thought it was okay. But there's things I seem to do when I'm streaming that I don't do when I'm normally talking. Like, one of them seems to be I lift my eyebrows more, and that's what makes the eyes go a bit like bug-eyed, see, like this. But before, that was a lot more sensitive, so I kept on going quite bug-eyed quite often, unintentionally. And my mouth was quite, like, O-y. I think it's a bit less O-y now, watching it. I think the mouth movement's definitely improved. But yeah, that's why I was curious. It was a little bit much last time. But like I said last time as well, it's just going to go up from here. Things are going to get tweaked. Things are going to get improved. So, yeah, that's why I was just curious about it. This is a magic amusement park, and I'm its director. I can manifest or erase it on a whim. Mostly, that is. He gestured to the manege and automatons.
遊園地を自在に出し入れできるなんて便利なようだけれど、現実も幻想もすべて一緒に動く必要がある。
Snapping the park in and out of existence is rather convenient, but reality does not abide by the laws of illusion.
だから、俺たちの行動は制限されている。
The eyes tend to close when you talk sometimes. I'll be honest, I close my eyes a lot when I'm talking, so some of it may just be me actually closing my eyes. Sometimes I do close my eyes sometimes when I talk. It might be doing it more than I'm actually closing my eyes out. I will check over the footage after stream and give it a look. I also tend to dip my head forwards sometimes when I'm reading, so my glasses could be messing with it. But as long as it doesn't look too weird, I don't know. Like I said, I'll review it all and give it a look. I say that I'm literally closing my eyes right now. I'm going to get so self-conscious of the fact that I close my eyes when I talk now. I'm going to be so aware of it. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know. I'll work it out. I could always make it just a bit less sensitive for the eyes closing. I could always just do that. And then it might not always close when my eyes close. But then it might be weird for the blinking. Just like Brock from Pokemon, true. I think as well, when I smile quite large, or like I laugh, my cheeks kind of push upwards. So that probably kind of doesn't help with the eye closing. But no, I can always continue to tweak with the settings. Our freedom is hindered by physical limitations. The manege can only be carted so far. He shrugged. That certainly sounds complicated. Reality and fiction are all merging together in one place. It sounds like something out of a storybook. It must be hard having to live it, though. I'll do everything I can to awaken my magic and free you all. I promise.
ありがとう。そう言ってもらえて嬉しいよ。
I truly appreciate you saying that. The director smiled softly. Is it doing it when I'm looking downwards? I can't really tell. Oh, I think it might be. Oh, it is. It is a little bit, right? Maybe I do need to make the eye closing a bit less sensitive. It seems to be doing it when I'm looking downwards as well to look at the text. Interesting. The director smiled softly before snapping his fingers again. Now, shall we do something about that magic inside of you? Yeah, it definitely seems to be doing that, doesn't it? Interesting. Already? I hadn't expected it to happen so soon. Pardon me, too sudden? Monsieur Hugo peered down at me with concern. It is doing it! Oh, this is going to bug me now. Oh no! That's no good. Monsieur Hugo peered down at me with concern. I'm not quite sure, really. Oh. No, I'm okay. I'm okay. I could give the settings a small tweak now. I could recalibrate my camera. No, I'm okay. But are my eyes closed right now? Because if I look away, I can't see it. Are my eyes closed at the moment? Because if I look away, they are. Oh, God damn it! My eyes aren't closed, I swear. Got to in, damn it. That's interesting. Right, okay. Clearly I need to do a bit more tweaking. That's fine. That's fine. What I could do quickly is let me quickly hide this. Let me recalibrate my camera quickly. Let's see if that makes a difference. Camera. Calibrate. Right, let's see if that makes a difference. And then bring this back. Okay. I'm blind! Let's try this again. So if now are my eyes closed? Are my eyes closed? You're being my troubleshooters. Dang it! Why is it doing that? Sorta. God damn it. That's fine. I'll try to make the eye closing less sensitive. Should I try and do that now? You know what, guys? Sidetracking. Give me a second. I don't want you guys seeing all of my settings. Right, settings. Model settings. Eye open. It'll be under the eye open, won't it? Now I need to remember which way around the numbers go. Do you know it's not doing it when I've got the thing open? That's so difficult. Or if I do... Hugo can wait. I'm troubleshooting. Hugo can wait. If I make it... Now, I don't know if this is going to do the opposite. Oh, I think that's done. Okay, that's gone too far, I think. Well, now the eye won't blink at all, so that's no good. That's no good. Yeah, that's so weird. Because if I have it set any less sensitive, it just doesn't blink. Clearly, I've got to do some tweaking. I won't mess with it now. As long as you guys don't mind, I'm going to look a bit sleepy. Otherwise, we could be here for hours. I will look into it. I will look into it. It could be down to my camera placement as well, to be fair. It could be down to my camera placement. I could always tweak with that as well. Actually, where is it gone? Let's do that. And then hide one last time. Recalibrate my camera. Troubleshooting stream. We could do a troubleshooting stream. You know, I actually was joking to myself the other day. Kind of like, imagine I just came on and was like, guys, we are going to troubleshoot the model today. Why, my mouth's not working now, so that's no good. That does not work. Okay. I need to keep my camera where it was. Let me recalibrate again. I've just broken everything now. Calibrate. Are we back up and running? I think I've broken my mouth now. I think I've broken my mouth now. It's fine. It's going well enough. I shouldn't have moved my camera. I've made it worse. I have made it worse, guys. Yeah, I have made it way worse, haven't I? Well, that's a shame. You support that idea. You know what? Maybe we will. It'd be interesting, wouldn't it, to kind of go through the settings and see how things are. Because I know it might be interesting for some people. Just a Jess chatting stream where I try to figure out all of my settings. That could be fun. I answered as family as I could. That's the spirit. Are my eyes closed now? I'll be here to guide you every step of the way. He winked. My eyes are closed!
魔法の力を宿せている。それを少しずつゆっくりと起こしていこう。
Hugo, I'm sorry. I'm having some troubles. Hey there, Brush Brush. How are you doing? I'm just gonna look sleepy for today, guys. It's just gonna have to be until I work it out. Subconsciously, you put your powers to sleep. What we're going to do is slowly but surely wake them
目を
up.
閉じて集中して
Close your eyes and
自分
concentrate.
の内に秘めた魔法に意識を向けるんだ。
Or do you think I need better lighting? Do you think that's what it is? It could be, to be honest. This room can be very dim. So it could very much be that. Maybe I should try that. Maybe I should try getting a ring light. You know what? Let me turn the torch on my phone. Does that make any difference? Are my eyes closed now? He did tell me to close my eyes. Are they closed? Dang it! Dang it! If I make the eye closing less sensitive though, then my eyes don't blink properly. I need to look through my settings properly. You know what, guys? Having a re-debut full of problems is kind of par for the course with me, let's be real. I'm just gonna be a bit sleepy. It's fine. At least I'm cute. At least I'm cute. There is an auto blink function, there is. But I don't really want to use it if I don't have to. And I could use it for today, but would it look a bit like kind of unnatural? I don't really know. Why not? I could try it. It is just blinking, that's true. I mean, just until I manage to fix it, right? You always use it, do you? I never knew that. I guess it shows it doesn't really show, does it? On your 3D one, yeah. Huh.
It's no use!
It's no use. Apparently it is no use. Will it still continue to track my eyes though? Or does it just turn off the eye tracking? It does. We can just look a bit sleepy. I'll get it figured out. There must be something I can do. It could be down to my camera placement. It could just be down to some settings. I'll give them a proper scroll. I have changed some stuff though. I have changed some stuff. So like my mouth is better now than it was, I think. In my opinion. But Hugo's telling me to close my eyes, which is good because that's one thing I'm good at. I can close my eyes. It could be because I'm just too toffly. Is that what it is? I'm just far too toffly. Close your eyes and concentrate. Find where you stowed that magic inside of you. Can you feel it? There's a light. I can see it.
それは目覚める可能性がある魔法だね。
That's your magic waiting to be roused. Reach out and gather it. You know what? I could just read it on my stream screen and then my eyes won't close. I could do that. Wait. If I read it on my other monitor on my OBS, it just means I'm looking in a weird direction. Use the cursor keys or left click to gather as many fragments of magical light as you can. Okay. Left click. Minigame! Minigame! I was not expecting a minigame. I'm ready. Give me the magic. Give me the magic. Give me the magic. Give me all of the magic. Ooh. Ooh. Give me that magic. I am magical. My magical power is attracting all of the hot anime men. Hey! Perfect. Ah, the light's gone.
集中力が切れてしまったようだね。無理もない。とても繊細な作業だから。
You must have lost focus. It's not your fault. This is very delicate
最後
work.
に集めた魔法を目覚めさせよ
Let's awaken what you've gathered, shall we?
う。魔法が中心にまとまった瞬間にタイミングよく刺激するんだ。うまくいけば覚醒するはずだよ。
To do this, you must be precise. When you feel the magic coalesced into your very core, call out to it. Magic! Magic! Magic? I'll try. Magic? Kamehameha! Left click, press enter or spacebar when the two star outlines overlap to awake your magical power. The amount of magic you've gathered in your first stage will affect the second stage's difficulty. Right, so I'm guessing because I got a perfect, it might be easier. That wasn't too bad. A rank! I wasn't expecting the mini-games. I wasn't expecting that like at all. Level up! Hi! I'm finished. I don't feel very different though.
それはそうだよ。魔法をわずかに覚醒させただけだからね。
I'd be surprised if you did. What we've awakened is only a fraction after all.
実感はないかもしれない。でも完璧だったよ。初めてで成功させるなんて。
Hey there, Connor. How are you doing? You might not feel it, but you've made great progress, and so quickly too. I'm impressed. I'm doing all right, Connor. How are you doing today?
キスでいいかな。
Oh, hello. I think you deserve a reward. Maybe a kiss. A what?
まだ早かったかな。
No, perhaps another time. Only after I'd heard his childish laugh did it hit me that he was teasing. So he has a playful side. Duly noted.
魔法は時間をかけてゆっくり覚醒させていこう。地道な作業だから焦りが出るかもしれないけれど、無理は禁物だよ。
It'll take time to awaken your magic. At times it may feel tedious, but the process mustn't be rushed. Yes, of course. Thank goodness, that's one less thing to worry about. This subject always weighed heavily on my mind compared to my other concerns. I could feel the tension leaving my shoulders. You know an awful lot about magic. Is there another witch that you're acquainted with?
いや、霊部から解放される方法を探すうちに自然と詳しくなったんだ。いろいろな書物を読んだりしてね。
Oh, hello, Maxwell. No, I've simply picked up on a good deal of research. I've simply picked up on a good deal as I've researched ways to free us from the reef.
これほどの知識を身につけるまで長い道のりだったな。
My knowledge is the culmination of many a lengthy volume. Sonic logic: boys only wear gloves and shoes, girls wear full outfits. Got to cover those private parts. Yeah. It's weird as well, right? Because when you think about it too much, it kind of ends up highlighting how naked they are by giving them like shoes and gloves. Like it feels like they're more naked by giving them shoes and socks and gloves compared to if they just had nothing on. Do you know what I mean? Kind of like stresses the fact that they've got nothing covering the middle. But it's true, the girls are completely dressed. That makes sense. The reason I'm here must be because he's tried everything else. Monsieur Hugo stared off into the distance. His elegant smile soon returned, though. He's too red for clothes. Yeah, he's too red for clothes. I feel like he doesn't wear clothes for the aerodynamics, because if he wore clothes, obviously he would get an awful lot of wind resistance and it would slow him down. That's the only reason. That is exactly a hero in My Hero Academia. What is? Anyway, allow me to show you around the scenes. We've a contract to discuss and staff to introduce you to. If you follow me, mademoiselle. Thank you. I followed closely behind. Oh, yeah, there is that invisible girl, isn't there? Yeah, she does just go around naked, doesn't she? Oh, that's right. Shortly after we left the manege, I remembered something very important. May I ask a question? Only one? No need to limit yourself. His perpetual eloquence was something I would have to get used to. Thank you, but just one is enough for now. As you wish, how can I help? It's about your manege. Are you aware of any music boxes on its likeness? Music boxes? He tilted his head. Oh, I tilted my head as well. He tilted his head in thought. I'm referring to the one my late father gave me before he passed. It looks just like the manege here, And it's not just a passing resemblance either.
そういうものがあるとは知らなかった。
I had no idea such a thing existed.
少なくともうちでは作っていないから、誰かが真似て作ったものだろうね。
We simply don't sell them. We certainly don't sell them, so perhaps someone was simply inspired by us. My father must have been. He was always a skilled craftsman.
そうか。
He was he? I've hit a dead end. If Monsieur Hugo never knew my father, then it all must have been a coincidence. I was certain there would have been some kind of connection, but I suppose that had all been wishful thinking. I apologise. I didn't mean to pry. It was just on my mind.
いや、気になることがあれば
It's quite
何でも
alright.
聞いてくれて
Please
構わ
continue
ない
to ask away, and I'll gladly answer what I can. He smiled at me. We'd only just met, and yet I felt an oddly familiar sense of calm wash over me. Hello, Maxwell. Conversations have never been my strong suit, but something about him is so inviting. Here we are. Before long we arrived at a large tent-like building. I timidly stepped inside. The interior was many times larger than I anticipated. It had been furnished with all the essentials of a workplace: desks, tables, and shelves.
こそ遊園地の裏側へ。
I've seen the circling seal. Yeah, he is a bit like Maxwell, right? There's also that cat. Welcome to where the magic happens. I beg your pardon. He's back. He's back. He's back. I believe it may be more succinctly described as the administrative tent. The cat. Do you know the cat? The one that goes and he spins. Shall I also close my eyes? Wait a second. Am I gonna find the cat? Brushy, I will send you the cat. Give me a second. Give me a second. And Alex, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. I do hope you're doing good today. Here we go. cat. I kind of want the version with the techno in the background. Is this the one? Yeah, here we go. This is what I want. Brush. I'm sending this to you, okay? There is a blank version without the dubstep in the background, but I like the dubstep version. And I'll send you the normal version as well. You're welcome. This is the cat. Hey there, Laughing Devil. You love the new model. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Long time no see, though. Absolutely. I hope you're doing well. And this is only my second stream with this look, so it's still very, very new. Now I'm just going God, it's good. It's going to be in my head. Okay. Okay.
Hydrate or you'll die.
Oh, did he spilt my water? Thank you for the hydrate. The tall man I'd met the day prior quipped back to Monsieur Hugo.
少し夢のある言い方をしてみたのさ。
Brushy. This is what I spend my days watching. This is like my, you know how like people doom scroll? My doom scrolling is just full of cats just going and like other random memes. I'm only adding a little flair. I love this guy's voice. An unnecessary complication.
紹介するよ。彼はセルジュ。
Allow me to introduce you to, this is Serge, our head of finances. Pleased to meet you. I'm Tofu. I suppose we'll be co-workers from now on. So I've heard. Call me Serge. Serge's expression was stone-like as he pulled a sheet of paper from the desk. I've compiled the terms of your employment here. Please read it thoroughly before signing. Right, okay. The man's businesslike demeanour quickly revived the anxiety I've only just rid myself of. Monsieur Hugo patted him on the back.
笑顔を忘れているよ、セルジュ。女の子にはにこやかに接しないと。
Remember what we talked about smiling, Serge? Women like a friendly face.
仰せのままに。
If you insist. There you go, you look a bit softer. It's only a small smile, but it makes a difference. You instantly look a bit softer with a small smile. The edges of his lips twisted into the shape of a smile. A smile it was, technically, in the most generous sense. I hate to be rude, but this somehow makes me more uncomfortable.
何か
It's a small... Look at all the difference, like he's all frowny again now. There's a difference. Is something the matter? No, nothing.
君は期待を裏切らないね。
You never disappoint.
何を笑っているんだ、ヒューゴ。
Dare I ask what's so funny,
あなた
Hugo?
がこうしろと言ったんだろう。
I'm only doing what you asked. Damn, I found funny there. You, really don't have to force yourself on my account.
そうか。なら、元に戻させてもらう。
Is that so? Very well.
もうおしまいか。残
Oh,
念。
is it over already? Serge returned to his stoicism, much to the director's great disappointment.
契約書はこれだ。
Here is your contract. I took the paper and scanned over it. Much of the language was difficult to pass, but I managed to decipher the main points. I would only be employed for the time the reef was present in Blankberg. Magic was to be practiced from before opening and after closing. The rest of my time could be used at my own discretion. What does my own discretion mean?
ここで過ごしてもいいし、家に帰ってもいい。どう時間を使うかはあなたの自由だ。
You may stay at the park or return home. Simply use your time as you see fit. This doesn't seem like much of a job. I'm being paid though, aren't I? It hardly seems fair that all I do is practice magic.
だが、そういう契約だ。
Those were the terms, were they not, Hugo?
いや、合っているよ。
That is correct. I'd like for your full attention to be on awakening your magic. Do I have any painkillers on my desk? I don't think I do. Right, I'm going to very quickly dash to the kitchen and grab some painkillers. My model is going to go weird, but I am getting a headache. So enjoy my model having a wobble. Enjoy the hot men while my model has a wobble. And I'll be super duper quick because my headache's getting worse. Give me a second. I will be back. Well, at least her eyes are open. The cheek. The absolute cheek. I'm here with a headache and you'll be cheeky with me. Let me just take these painkillers. Give me a second. And then I will put my blanket back on. I should just stubbornly make my eyes stay closed for the rest of the stream. You have lost eyeball privileges. Right, okay. Right. I see. The arrangement didn't sit right with me, even if it was technically what I agreed to. He may insist, but still. He didn't expect it to be so quick. I still would have seen it. Now, my kitchen's literally right behind me. That's why the model was wobbling, because it was still tracking my body movements, because I just had to go through the door. So the camera can still see me. So my model does like to have a dance when I go and grab something. Isn't there a way I could help with work around the park? You intend to juggle both responsibilities? If I'm going to be working here, I'd like to be of some use at least. Give me a second, sorry. Right, I am back. If that's okay.
負担にならないのなら素敵な提案だよ。でも
As long as it doesn't impede your progress with magic, I say it's a splendid idea. You would need a uniform though. I would love a uniform!
用意がある。
Not to worry, I planned ahead. Ah, look at our uniform! Serge swiftly retrieved a uniform from a dresser. The majority of the uniform was a beautiful white and pink affair, patterned with stars that contrasted brightly against the colours. It even came with a matching cap and boots. It's beautiful. It is beautiful.
別にあなたのために用意しておいたわけじゃない。
Oh.
常に不測の事態に備えているだけ。
Well, it was not made for you, to clarify. We keep spares on hand at all times.
さすがセルジュ。君の用意周到さにはいつも頭が下がるよ。
You have a plan for everything, Serge. What would I do without you?
あなたの期待に応えるのが私の仕事だ
It
から。
is my job to never disappoint. Serge handed me the clothes and set about amending the contract.
これで要件は満たしたか。問題がなければ。
This should be
契約書
everything.
にサインを。
If so, please sign here. Thank you. I gave the contract one last look before signing my name.
確認した。これであなたは
Consider your
レー
paperwork
ブの正式
processed.
な一員だ。
Welcome to the Reeve.
来てくれてありがとう。
Give me some space,
改め
bro.
て君を歓迎するよ。
Thank you again for what you're doing. We welcome you with open arms. I'm glad to be here. I bowed to them. Monsieur Hugo then exchanged glances with Serge. The latter nodded back before looking at the door.
クララ、近くにいるんだろう。入ってきてくれないか。
Are you there, Clara? Come in, please. Is that the girl from before? Oh, it is. There she is. A girl I recognised entered. It's the woman I met at the gate.
こんにちは。昨日会ったわよね。受付を担当してるクララよ。
Hey there, I think we met yesterday, didn't we? I'm Clara. I run things at the front. I'm Tofu. I look forward to working with you.
彼女もスタッフとして働くことになった。着替えのために部屋を貸してもらえるか。
She's the newest addition to our staff. Could you lend her your room to change in?
魔法の訓練だけじゃなくて遊園地の仕事もしてくれるの？
Wait, I thought she was only here for magic practice. She's working too?
内容はまだ決まっていないけれどね。やりたいと彼女から申し出てくれたんだ。
The details have yet to be hammered out, but yes, it was her idea.
へえ、あなたって優しいのね。
Wow, you're one of the good ones, huh? I'm useless when it comes to magic right now, so I want to do what I can to help in the meantime.
気に入ったわ。私の部屋はこっちよ。ついてきて。
I think I like you. Come here, I'll show you to my room. Clara grinned from ear to ear. I held my uniform to my chest and followed her out.
これで
Oh,
よし
cute room.
と。
And that will do it.
うんうん。髪型も帽子の位置もバッチリね。
Hair check. Cap perfect. Looking good. Oh, look at us! We look so stinking cute. You think so?
大丈夫大丈夫。とっても可愛いわ。じゃあ。
I know so. You're adorable. Ready to head back? Yeah. I wonder if the girl's one of the options for love interests. That'd be nice. I mean, it's a shame there'd only be one girl compared to a bunch of boys, but it'd be a cool option to have. I donned in my new clothes and followed Clara as she stepped out of her tent. Each of the staff apparently had one of their own. Meals and showers were shared, but living spaces were separate. Thank you for your help,
お
Clara.
礼なんていいわよ。大したことはしてないし。それと、私のことはクララでいいわ。
Don't mention it. Oh, and there's no need to be so stiff around me.
というか、ヒューゴさんとセルジュさん以外はみんな呼び捨てで大丈夫よ。年も近いだろうし。
Or any of us, for that matter. Other than Serge and the director, our ages probably aren't that far apart.
あなた年は？
How old are you, by the way? I guess right, she is 17! Oh gosh, dang it. Why? Oh, okay, it's fine. It's
本
fine.
当？私も17よ。同い年ね。
Really? Me too. Clara's eyes
例
lit
の
up.
女子は私だけだったから、あなたが来てくれてよかった。
I've been the only girl around here, so I can't tell you how nice it is. How nice it'll be having you
これ
around.
から仲良くしてね。それと敬語も必要ないから。
We're going to be good friends. That means no being stiff. Right. Yeah. I'd like that, Clara. Okay. I was hoping she wouldn't be 17.
最初の
But
お
it
仕
is
事
what
よ。
it is. We continue. I know there's no explicit content in this game, so I feel a bit better about it. If there was, I would have been quite concerned. But there isn't. So I feel a bit better about it. Now time for your first job. Break a leg. Clara gave me a gentle push on the back as soon as we made it back to the administrative tent. Huh? What job? Oh, hello. It's Pretty Boy and Bunny. I looked around the room, which now included people I've yet to meet.
みんな、紹介するよ。今日からレイブで働く新しい仲間だ。
Everyone, let's give a warm welcome to my new member of the Reeve.
自己紹介をお願いできるかな？
Care to introduce yourself, Mademoiselle? Right. My name is Tofu, and I'll be working with you all starting today. I'm technically a witch, but I can't use magic yet. I intend to help out while I get a handle on it. For as long as you're in Blankberg, at least, I'm going to do everything in my power to free you all. Despite how clumsy it was, my introduction garnered a scattered applause. Can't say I have to do that very often. My heart's still pounding. I let out a sigh to calm my nerves. Meanwhile, the rabbit stepped forward and bowed.
僕の名前はリオン。短い間だけどよろしくね。
He sounds so small. My name's Leon. I hope we'll get to know each other while you're here.
僕の方が年下だと思うから。
There we go. He did sound
敬語
younger.
は使わなくて大丈夫だよ。
He did sound younger. Oh, and I'm probably younger than you, so no need to treat me like I'm your superior or anything. Really? Okay then. It's nice to meet you. Likewise. He must really love his job if he's already in costume. Is he like magically stuck in that costume? And next to him was a boy who performed yesterday, scowling in the most displeased manner. Ah. The name's Kriya. Or Cryer. I'm guessing it's not pronounced Cryer though. What if it's not a costume? True. What if he's like a possessed plush toy? And that was it for his introduction. So after how bright he was acting the day before, he's actually a grouch. I get the feeling he doesn't like me.
業務について不明な点があれば、私かヒューゴに聞いてくれ。
Seek out either me or Hugo should you have any questions pertaining to your duties. I will. Okay.
もう間もなく開演の時刻だ。各自、準備を再開してくれ。
Serge, you're welcome to talk to me about my job as much as you'd like. You can tell me whatever you need to. You can tell me that I need to empty out the bins for all I care, as long as you do it in that tone of voice. And we'll be opening shortly. All present, resume preparations.
はい。
On it. They promptly vacated the tents. Serge returned to his desk and set about working on some documents. What now? My eyes wandered for something to do. They met Monsieur Hugo's. He smiled back cheerfully.
タイミングがなくて言えていなかったけれど、
I missed my opportunity to say this, but allow me to anyway.
その制服とてもよく似合っている。髪型
You
も
look
可愛
lovely
い
in
ね
that uniform. Your hair suits it perfectly. Thank you. Clara helped me tie it up.
清潔感があってスタッフにふさわしいね。そんな素敵な君に早速仕事をお願いしてもいいかな。
You certainly look the part of a park employee. I think you're ready for work, don't you? I do.
みんなの仕事ぶりを見学してきてもらいたい。見て回るうちにこの遊園地にもなれるだろう。
I'd like you to explore the park and see how everyone does their job. That should help you get used to
興味
things.
のある仕事場から優先してもらって構わないよ。モチベーション
Where's
は
the
何よ
human
りも大
resources?
切だから
I
ね
don't think the witch trapped a human resources department into this theme park. I think they may have forgotten to trap those particular workers within the park. So there just isn't any human resources. Start your search wherever your interest guides you. We wouldn't want your first day to bore you. Thank you for the stretch. I'll do that and try to stay out of people's hair.
よろしくね。じゃあ俺も出てくるよ。
Thank you for the
正
hydrate.
門でお客さんを出迎えないといけないから。
That's your task for the day. Now I ought to head out and greet our guests at the gate. I just noticed in his hat it's like tickets.
また後で会おう。まずはレイブを楽しんで。
I'll see you again shortly. Until then, enjoy what the Reeve has to offer. Monsieur Hugo exited the tent, leaving only me and Serge. Oh, we're alone. Okay, where to go? Ooh, okay. So, I'm guessing which one we choose is who we're going to talk to. So the gate is probably where Clara could be. But Hugo said they would be there as well. Obviously, the tent is where we currently are, so that's going to be talking to Serge. The fountain, I'm guessing that's where the grumpy juggler is going to be, because that's where they were yesterday. And the teacups was where the rabbit was, but I'm not sure who would be at the tents. So who do we want to talk to? Out of those you've met so far, do any of you guys have a favourite? Because it's a collective effort here. I want to know your opinions on the matter. Because I don't know. I know we've not met everyone yet, so I don't know if going to any of these places would have us meet more people. I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of curious about the grumpy juggler. Document man or Mr. Rabbit? You like the mascot? The only thing with the mascot, for me, is they're clearly very young. And for all I know, their story could be completely platonic, right? They don't necessarily have to have a romantic ending. But the idea of kind of seeking them out just feels a bit weird to me, even though I like the design of the mascot. It's just how young they sound. Really, I don't know. It just makes me feel a bit weird. What if he's young in rabbit years? I mean, how old would I be in rabbit years? He could be a voice actor. What, the mascot? I don't want to find out how old I would be in rabbit years, because then you could find out how old I am. And I don't disclose my real age. I give hints enough. You probably have an age range in mind. That's one of his voices. What if he has like another voice? You never know. You never know. I'm curious about Serge. I'm going to go for Serge for now. We could, as well as that though, we can always do multiple playthroughs for different routes. Because after we've gone through the setup stuff, we don't have to go through it again. And we can skip stuff we've already done. So if we end up really enjoying this, we could always do like other routes and try other characters and stuff, right? What's up with the documents? Let's ask him about his documents, shall we? Let's ask about the documents. How much paperwork can he have for like a magic fun fair, right? I decided to stay behind and see how Serge did his job. He's using a typewriter. What age are we in? What decade are we like in? Right? Because there seems to be a lot of implications that there isn't like electricity, but at the same time sometimes you see electric lights. So I know it's a fantasy world, I know it's not real. I'm just very curious of what the intent. He's a hipster. Yeah. He's secretly a hipster. He tucked away his typewriter in utter silence. There wasn't much to observe from what I could see. Oh, I'll scooch in closer. Scooch. 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 Hi. Serge suddenly whipped around, his sharp eyes boring
何
to
をして
me.
いるんだ
May I ask what it is you're doing? Watching how you do your work?
見学はヒューゴの指示だったな
I see. Hugo did instruct you to do as much. He let out a small sigh. So, what exactly does it entail?
発注書の作成だ
Filing out purchase orders. Or filling out purchase orders even. And he returned to typing without another word. Oh, he is a man of many words. Okay. I had a sneaking suspicion that he wasn't particularly interested in elaborating. I suppose I'll leave him alone and watch quietly. Oh, I like this angle.
見学はまだ終わらないのか
Oh, he's glaring at me. Are you done yet? Sorry? It's barely been 2
悪
minutes.
いが私は限界だ別の場所を見学してくれ
Forgive me, but I can't take much more of this. If you'd kindly take your tour elsewhere. I'm being kicked out. But
頼むから出て行ってくれ
Please leave. Oh, okay. Okay. And I departed from the tent at Serge's vehement behest. Well, that went well. I think I've got a chance. I think I've got a chance. It's all good. Don't worry, don't worry. Where to next? I'd been all over, but there were still so many places to
見
see.
学は順調かい
Your tour's going well, I hope. Hi, Hugo. He's working on his novel. I turned to see Monsieur Hugo. Monsieur, hello. I think I've seen about half of the park now.
じゃあ一息ついたらどうかなそろそろお昼だからね
In that case, how about a break? It's almost lunchtime. Is it really? All of a sudden, I felt very hungry. Where does everyone normally eat here?
俺たちはスタッフ用の食堂を使うけれど
Typically an employees only dining room. A childish smirk spread across his face.
君は
But why don't we try one of the stalls today?
オートマタの仕事ぶりも
Our automatons deserve your attention as well. Are you sure employees should be eating from them though?
今日は特別だよほら俺の気が変わらないうちに行ってお
Today
け
can be an exception. You better hurry along before my mind changes. I suppose I will. And he handed me a meal ticket. I took it over to the stalls. Right, what are we going to eat? What are we having for lunch? Oh, that smells wonderful. The warm aroma of cinnamon wafting off freshly fried churros made it impossible not to grin. I sat down on the edge of the fountain and took a satisfying crispy bite. Crunch! The attractions, the performances, and even the food. I've never been to a more perfect amusement park. I was on the job, of course, but I was genuinely having the time of my life too. Everyone gets on with their lives just like the rest of us, and yet they're all trapped. It's so easy to forget. This place feels like a dream. Oh! Uh-oh. Clouds began to gather that afternoon. The rain came soon after. Threads like silk poured from the sky without warning. A stir went through the park as people ran for cover from the downpour. That's a very pretty piano. Data robot, that is the perfect answer. They can make good food, it's all I need. I hope it stops soon. I wasn't the only anxious one. Oh. When am I going to get to go on the teacups? Are we leaving if it doesn't stop? I don't want to go home yet. The children were beginning to get restless. I'd feel so awful for the guests if this goes on all day.
君も雨は退屈かい
The rain has you feeling down? No, I'm just worried about the guests.
それなら 心配は無用だよ。彼に
well then. Be at ease. They're in good hands. Weather magic! Whose? Oh, hi, Serge. Monsieur Hugo directed me to Serge with his gaze.
遠くの空は晴れている。
The clouds part ahead. I followed his eyes skyward. He was right. The sky was only partly covered, and it seemed clear a little further off.
通り雨が去るまで私が対応しよう。
I will take over until the shower passes. Take over from what?
よろしく。
Please do. I'm counting on you.
分かった。
I'm aware. Continue what? I'm curious. Okay. Serge slowly and deliberately made his way across the pavilion. In the back was a piano. I'd assumed it was for decoration, but evidently not. After some short preparations, Serge took a seat and placed his hands on the keys. He's going to play the piano? There was a moment of stillness. Oh my goodness! A gentle melody began to flow from Serge's fingers. The rain all but vanished thanks to his dulcet tones. Even the children were entranced, they couldn't help but listen. Just like that, the restlessness dissipated. It's beautiful. He plays so gently. I can't believe this is the same Serge I met this morning.
セルジュの担当は経理だけれど、雨の日だけはこうしてパフォーマンスをするんだ。
Serge primarily manages our finances, but he also performs for us on rainy days like this.
素敵な演奏だろ?
Exquisite, isn't
雨
it?
は退屈じゃないと思わせて
Makes you forget all about the rain. You're right. The weather's the last thing on my mind right now. I almost wish it would last longer. Serge played several pieces until the rain had well and truly passed. Each and every tune carried that same gentleness and that same tranquility. It was, in a word, beautiful.
皆さん、ご清聴ありがとうございました。
Thank you for your attention. He bowed as the guests showered him in applause. Ah, rainbow! The sky was clear and a perfect rainbow stretched across it.
素敵な演奏をありがとう、セルジュ。
A lovely recital, Serge. Thank you. The director offered his gratitude at once. I should say something too. Ooh, that was beautiful. There we go. That was beautiful, Serge. He seems to react to that. Okay. He seemed to struggle to speak for a moment. I see. He averted his eyes, but I didn't sense any bitterness in his response. So you play every time it rains?
来園者を退屈させるわけにはいかないからな。通り雨で帰られて、売り上げが落ちては困る。
We simply cannot have bored visitors. People would leave, and that would damage profits. His words betrayed just how little. His words betrayed just a little of his kindness I felt earlier. I'm sure profits are important for finances, but I get the feeling he likes to make people smile too. You're very good. Everyone was stunned silent. Profits! Money, 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 money. I was better in the past. He looked down at his right hand. Did he hurt his hand? He is wearing gloves. I wonder if he has an injury. It really was a beautiful performance. And that must mean Serge is a beautiful person. I'd like to think so at least. He'd been somewhat standoffish at first, but now I realise he was only like that on the surface. The recital had changed my entire impression of him. I'll be here again tomorrow. Have a good night.
お疲れ様。気をつけて帰ってね。
Likewise, be careful on your way home. I will. I ducked out of the administrative tent. The sun had set long ago and the stars were twinkling. I wonder if he triggered the rain because he was the first person you spoke. Maybe. I wonder. I guess it kind of was like creating a situation with him. So if I chose someone else, it could have created a different situation to do something, like to find out more about another character, potentially. I made it through my first day. I'd taken a look at everyone's jobs and my magic practice at closing had gone well too. I've got a long way to go, but I think I can say I'm proud of today. And I will be tomorrow too. I muttered to no one in particular. Contrasted against the stillness of the park, my self-encouragement sounded almost enthusiastic. Then I heard footsteps. Oh, hello? Hello? Oh! I glanced around until I found someone loitering in the distance. See, they look similar to the juggling guy, but not the same. Like they could be related. Who is that? Oh, it's the bunny, isn't it? He's wearing yellow. Is this the bunny? Is this the bunny because he's wearing yellow? Wait a second. Wait a second. I didn't recognise him. He looks about my age, maybe younger. He must be an employee I hadn't met if he's here after hours. That looks like the Reeve uniform too. I think he might be the bunny. Before I could say anything though, the boy walked away. Oh, right, I better get home. I exited through the gate and returned to the familiar roads. Somehow though, after a long day of work, they felt almost untrodden. I wonder, because he is wearing the same colour, right? And I'm guessing each character's like colour-coded. Chapter 2, now. The question is at this stage, do we try to go through another chapter, knowing it's probably going to be an hour? Or do we leave chapters 2 and 3 for another stream? Because that should get a pretty decent length stream out of it. And then by that point, the game should be out, so I should be able to continue to more than beyond chapter 3. Because if at this point I can only go up to the end of chapter 3, I'm guessing this is kind of like the halfway point, right? The start of chapter 2. We've done the prologue and chapter 1. But it is a bit shorter than a usual stream. Though I won't be streaming it again until after the game's out anyway, so I guess... You think save for another stream? That's what I was thinking. Because this next chapter is probably going to take an extra hour, and it's going to take us towards 4 hours, and I probably shouldn't go quite that long today. With my throat and stuff. Though, my throat's actually held up really well. I'm quite surprised. I have drunk a lot of water though, but it held up quite good. I'm thinking save for another stream though. So how about then? We'll stop this here and then have a slightly shorter stream than usual. On Friday, obviously I'm doing Lethal, is it Lethal Company? The meme game with Brushy, Dom and Anna. If I'm not streaming it, then I'll be over on Brushy's channel, but if I am streaming it, I'll be here as well. I'll let you know which one it is. I want to check with Brushy first. I don't want to stream stuff if they'd rather be the only one streaming it and stuff. Brushy doesn't normally care, but I'm not going to assume. But then on Sunday, I want to do Hello Kitty Island Adventure, because that comes out tomorrow. So I'll do that on Sunday, and then that means the start of next week we can continue with this. And then I've gone for a whole week without Final Fantasy XIV. Are you proud of me? I did say I was going to do more variety. Are you proud of me? That sounds like a plan. That sounds like a plan. Okay, we'll do that. Let me make sure this is definitely saved. I know it auto-saved. But let's... Oh, this is a cute menu. Wait a second. So save. Save here, yes. So we're definitely at the start of chapter 2 and we are okay. Let's go over to the other screen. Give me just a second. I'm going to test my buttons again. Is it going to work? Hey, I did do my stream deck properly. Okay, cool. So that's the plan. That sounds good to me. It is slightly shorter than usual, but only by about 15 minutes. And I think I feel okay with that. If we were still at the start of the 2 hours, I would have continued on. But it's because it's already so close to the end of our normal stream time. I thought maybe let's kind of think about it for a second. So we need to find someone to say hello to first and foremost. Get out of the way, yeah, cat. You're an extra tab that I don't need right now. Who is streaming? Oh, Claude's streaming. We've not said hey to Claude in ages. We could say hello to them. Or... We've got a few people streaming today. We've not said hi to Sapphire in a long while. I think we should say hello to them. Because they are super duper lovely. So let's do that. How long have they been going for? Not that long. Okay, cool. We will do that. Plus they're playing a game I've been quite interested in. Chicory, A Colourful Tale. I've been very curious about that game. So, let me mute this music in my ear so I can hear myself speak. So, plan of action. Obviously I've already said Friday, if I'm not streaming here, I'll be over on Brushy's stream. Normal time, 7 PM GMT. I'll let you know if I'm streaming it or if I'm just over on Brushy's. But there'll be me, Dom, Anna and Brush having a fun time just shouting at each other and getting killed. So I hope I can see you then, whether it's on my stream or Brushy's stream. I don't know if Dom and Anna are streaming as well. So watch this space. And then on Sunday, Hello Kitty Island Adventure. That is coming. I'm super excited for it. That's also going to be at 7 PM GMT as it usually is on Sunday. So I'm hoping to get back to 3 streams a week. So I know the past few weeks have been 2 streams a week instead. So that's the plan. I've got a plan. It's kind of like a half schedule. It's not an official schedule, but I'm trying to get more back into plans and things. So that's the intent right now. And then we'll continue with this game early next week. Because I definitely want to continue it. I'm definitely having a really good time with it. And it seems like you guys have been enjoying it too, so we'll definitely try and play more games like this as well in the future. So I'm glad you guys are enjoying it, and I enjoy doing the reading and stuff. I'm not a voice actress by any means, but I enjoy doing the reading. I know some of you guys have said about wanting me to read books, so this kind of counts, right? Kinda? Ish? Maybe? I don't know, but that's a perfect raid message from Jack, so be sure to copy and paste that raid message. We're going to go say hi to Sapphire. They're very, very lovely. They deserve lots and lots of love. So let me get this raid underway. Obviously, of course, as always, thank you for joining me today. Siribot, you've not sent that before. That's fine. I'll sort that out later. Thank you for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for spending your time with me. Thank you for the subscriptions. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for being your wonderful, wonderful selves. I do hope I can see you on Friday, whether it's on my stream or on Brushy's stream or whatever else. I hope I can see you there. And of course, as always, make sure you stay hydrated, eat your snacks, and take care. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, whether you're working, resting, studying, or anything else in between. And if I don't see you on Friday, I hope you have a wonderful start to your weekend. And I will see you very, very soon. So toodaloo, night night, farewell, have a good one. And I will try to fix these eyeballs. I will keep on tweaking things. As I said, it's just going to get better from here. So I will try to fix those eyeballs. But yeah, thank you again. See you all very, very soon. And goodbye. See you later. Bye, everyone.